Hey guys, can you hear me?
Oh, there you have it. Hello, Jay. How are you doing, my friend?
Hey, doing good?
Where are you right now? You're in like a Swiss chalet, is that it?
Oh yeah, this is just my little residence. This is where I like to chill out, you know, when I'm doing the show. It's all green screen, buddy. All green screen.
Say, you got your green screen on, don't you? You fucking wild.
You better believe it.
What's going on, Christian? Jay, Christian.
What's up, Jay? How are you, man?
Hey, Christian. Good to meet you, buddy. Good to meet you. You're looking good, man.
Good to meet you, man. Thank you for having me on, guys. I ain't got nothing special going on late Christmas. Most people are sleeping, I imagine. I don't know.
Maybe they are. Maybe they're not. I'm not.
I would imagine most adults are not sleeping yet. But I imagine they already put the kids to bed, so we could curse a couple times. We're all right.
We'll be all right. Oh, we got my boy Jeremiah Hikikomori Peck tuning in. What's up, JB? He's on YouTube. Good morning, my friend, or good evening, whatever you like, buddy. I appreciate you. I like that. So we got one.
Where's the chat from? Oh, okay, I see.
You see it there?
Yeah. Hold on, let me flip it to comment.
Sleep. What's that? Yeah, no shit.
Word. Okay, it's cool. You could see the comments. That's fresh.
Dude, this is real. Like, again, thank you to Sarah and Derek. Sarah messaged me and said, "I know you're wanting to go live, so here, we'll show you what to do. This and that. We'll let you borrow our business, and away we go." So without them, this would not be possible. So thank you, guys. We appreciate that.
What do you guys do for Christmas? What do you guys do for Christmas over there, Jay?
Oh man, do you know what? I am absolutely stuffed. I'm like a little piggy. I had a shed load of food, but because we're in lockdown, we can't really go and see family or anything. So everything was done at home. But it was really nice, mate. It was really nice. It was just nice for a change. No panic, no stress. Didn't really buy any presents, but it is what it is. What could you do, buddy? What about you? What happened over there? Anything good?
It was a low-key day over here, man. Neither me or my roommate had our kids with us today, so it was like a super quiet day as compared, to having the kids and stuff. But it was low-key, man. I got presents I still got to give away. Got a bunch of presents for my daughter. I didn't get to see her today, so that kind of bummed me out.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, low-key, went to have dinner at my friend's mom and pop's house, and
nice.
That was really it,
I love it.
Like you said, I think a little bit of the stress maybe has been removed this year because the stress is like almost like another shit. People are worrying about other shit, so it's like Christmas ain't going to be one of the things they're going to be super stressed out about right now.
Yeah,
I know.
But everybody's like, I see most people are like, going through with the Christmas spirit and got their trees up and they got the presents and everything else, which is cool to see because it's tough. Not everybody is like filled with Christmas spirit this year, so it's good to see that some people are.
Yeah, for sure. But you think too, like, fucking, it's nice. It was nice for me this year because I didn't have to fucking load up the kids and go any goddamn place. I did fuck all. I did nothing. I sat at home and did dick all. My parents dropped presents off at the door for the kids. That was tight. Saw Grandpa for a bit yesterday. We played some fucking baseball in the backyard in the snow. Yes, it was fun. My 4-year-old is a monster. He's going to be a fucking slugger when he's older. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's already hitting, huh?
He's hitting like a fucking he hit. Yeah, it's good. So we were doing that for a bit. That was cool to see Grandpa for a while because we hadn't really seen him that much, not with the pandemic going on. So it was good. And then, like I said, today we didn't do hardly anything. Just fucking bummed around. Low key.
Well, I mean, did you get to see your parents at all?
I just saw my dad. I called my parents today though. I like FaceTime them or whatever. But,
Right on.
But that was all right. Is what it is. For now,
Yeah,
like if my mom can't get sick, so we fucking stay away. It's like if you get sick, you're fucked, dude. Like I don't know. That they forced her. She used to be a secretary for the Mounties, the RCMP up here, Royal Canadian Mounted Police, and they forced her to retire because they said if you get sick, like she was gonna probably have 1 or 2 years left, type thing. And they said, we don't want to risk it. You got to go, type thing. Like back when this shit started to ramp up, the guys would call, or the higher ups called their office and said, like, okay, who you got working there? How old are they? This and that type thing. And they said, we got one that's this. She's high risk. Like, okay, she's got to go. You got to get her out of there then. So it was all right. She's got other health problems that she was ready to wind her down anyhow. So. But still, just fucked up.
Well, I mean, at least you don't have to be stressed out about her being there at the hospital.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, sounds good.
I got a sister that works at a hospital in New York, of all places, but she's younger. I'm sure if she got sick, she'd be okay. Mm-hmm. Even if she went through a terrible bout with COVID, I'm sure she would maybe possibly be all right.
Yeah, that's good.
Dude, if my mom worked at a hospital, I'd be freaking out.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. So what'd you eat, Jay? You got all your fucking cooking done? You're telling me the other day what you're eating.
Oh, you don't know what.
I want to know what I was eating. I want to know. That's why we're here.
Oh man,
it's the sole reason.
I've done a turkey, right? Apparently, and I use apparently correctly because it's meant to feed 16 people. I am telling you, it did not feed 16 people. This little belly here had the lot. I didn't even share it with anyone. It was so nice. It was really good. It's just you. It's just me.
Well, just me. I've seen the turkeys in England, man, and they ain't no American big, they're not like steroid turkeys like we have.
No, they're not. They're not. I reckon what they do is they say
I think you guys got turkey steroids banned over there. Over here in America, they're fucking turkey steroids happy, bro.
I've seen the turkeys in America. They go down the street armed up. They got muscles coming off muscle.
They carry AK-47.
That's what I was gonna say. Those motherfuckers are packing, dude. They got bazookas and shit. It's over.
It's like a scene. I don't know if you remember this game from the N64 South Park. They had a South Park game, and they had the turkeys going around. Oh man, that's what I imagine all turkeys like in America, like monsters, absolute monsters.
That's probably accurate.
But
so I mean, over here, from what I remember, in England, they have like pretty they don't like too much steroid in their meat, and they don't like colorings in their and even if they like colorings, they'll sell you the colored cold cut and the non-colored cold cut, and they'll put it like next to each other. So at least you have the choice, because some people over there obviously know that somebody fucks you up.
Okay, so what does a non-colored cold cut look like then? Because you know how the color of pork. Yeah, it's like pink and shit, or pinkish.
It's like a dark. You could say like a dark pink, or the color of natural pork, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, that's the color of ham, but ham is like this super light pink because they color it. But the color of ham is technically like if you took meat and cooked it and then sliced it into slices, that's what it would look like. Okay. But apparently, some human beings, they're like, no, you got to show me the most perfect meat because I can't even fathom that it's a dead animal in there, or something like that. I guess the crazy shit to food is probably to, I don't know, because it has to look a certain way or something. I don't know. That's a good question though. Why the fuck would you do that?
I don't know.
Like who came along? It was like the regulator of like ham has to be this color or else it's not ham.
They have a fucking color wheel too, just of the different meats. No, chicken is white. Fucking beef is brown and ham is fucking pink, and that's it. I'm
Stamp
the Duke of Meat.
I think it is.
So it shall be. Yeah, that's fucking hilarious. That's
Oh
funny,
my
man.
God. You're absolutely right, though. You're absolutely right. Yeah, we get different. We get different cuts, different cold cuts. You can go into the supermarket, and you can get the processed meat, which is like, you know, if that's what you want, that's absolutely fine. But then you get like the good quality stuff as well, and it's like, oh yeah, nice big thick slices like that, and you just chuck it in a sandwich and you're away. Just a little bit of happiness brought to you every day. It's lovely.
A little bit of happiness.
A little bit of happiness. I love it. God, yeah.
Man, I remember when touring in England, we used to always park the bus underneath this Tesco.
Oh yeah.
Huge, massive Tesco in London. Because in London, finding parking for a tour bus is a bitch.
It's bad.
And the places that will give you parking, they want like 500-600 euros, whatever, dollars for the day, you know, maybe 300 pounds or some crazy fucking price like that. And I remember always being on tour and being like, well, we don't make a lot of money. We probably shouldn't pay for that, you know. Always fucking broke ass, and you're like, we can't afford bus parking. We'll park underneath the Tesco.
Perfect.
Why not? Why not? Free parking. It always makes sense.
You gotta be frugal, man. You gotta be frugal.
Yeah. I remember justifying why you have to always walk upstairs when you want to use the bathroom. I remember being like, damn, I could deal with, like, you know, we're parked in the parking lot of a Tesco and we got food upstairs, it's fine, but we gotta use the bathrooms in the supermarket. You start drawing the line. When you get older, you know the shit. It's like, it's not like you can't have to eat what you want to eat, or you're not going to be as well rested. It's not those things that get to you. It's like, what bathroom do I have to use today? Excuse me.
Oh God.
It's like, hold on, man. I'm 45 years old. I'm not using that fucking bathroom.
I didn't make it this far using bathrooms like that. Where is the worst shitter in the world, Christian? You tell us. You've seen the world. You've traveled the world. Where is the worst?
That'd be great. That's like, how do you become like a theater metal band? You use a lot of shitty bathrooms in your career.
So that's like the origin of My Dying Bride, because they're so depressed for using just the worst shitters of all time. Right?
Oh man, that'd be great if touring acts, if musicians, like, their music just got musicians at that level where you're like in like okay venues or really shitty venues, like the music just gets more depressing and more depressing and more depressing after every tour.
That's so funny.
First album, it was all victorious. Fourth album, dudes got beat up. Had to use the wrong fucking toilet one too many times.
Yeah, one too many times. One too many times.
And that's like one of those things, you know, while we're on some stupid ass shit like this, that's one of those things that you never want to be told in the morning when you just wake up. Like you just woke up and you're like, oh, waking up. And somebody like shows you a picture of this most fucked up bathroom, and like, this is the bathroom you're gonna have to use all day.
Why do they have this mapped out?
Just
like, okay, here's the venue. There's 3 exits here, one here, but this is the fucking shitter. Look at it. Whoa. Yeah. A guy doing fucking recon for you to check out the toilet. That's awesome. That's awesome. You have to.
Oh my god.
You gotta be careful.
That'd be a hell of a job as well, wouldn't it?
Sir, bands are a lot grumpier than this. The shitmeister.
I mean, I'm sure you got to some venues fucked up bathrooms after the show.
Bro, yeah.
You know, bathrooms after a rock show, they don't look good.
No, dude.
I remember seeing. And the thing is that some venues don't even clean those bathrooms after the show. So when the band arrives the next day, they gotta use the venue I'm not saying all venues. Some. I'm not bashing all venues. I'm just saying some of them. You know. Shit.
So I always remember after metal shows at the bar I worked at, you just have to go. It was like you'd like draw straws to see who had to go check the bathroom at the end of the night because it was always just a fucking nightmare. It's like dudes that would just puke in the urinal instead of the toilet. There'd be just broken beer bottles all over the place.
The trick,
that's minor, for sure. But.
The trick usually, I remember the trick is always, and any touring musician will tell you this, because the venue's closed when the band is there before the show. I mean, you never want to use the venue bathroom when the show already opened, you know, because then it's like God knows what else is going to happen in there. But the men always use the girls' restroom in venues when the venue's closed.
Yeah.
Because it's usually not as bad, not as nasty. But I've seen some nasty friggin' women's bathrooms, man, that really was like, whoa, really?
Wow. That's disgusting.
So musicians out there, this is what you have to look forward to. Come on. Go on tour.
Sarah, see that? Sarah says the worst venue bathroom I've seen is the Blue Note in Columbia, Missouri. Is MO Missouri? I'm Canadian. Forgive me. I think it's Missouri.
The Blue Note in Columbia, Missouri. Man, that sounds familiar.
There you go. Probably true, then. Lasting impression.
Oh, man. Do you know, one of the worst bathrooms I've ever seen, we used to have a club called TJ's. I don't know if you've ever heard of it before, right?
Is that where Nine Inch Nails used to play?
That's the one. Right? And you go to the bathroom. There was no cubicle door. There was no door going into the bathroom itself. And basically, you'd find men and women using the same one. And it was just an absolute, whoever can get to the toilet goes. That's it. If you can't get there, there's a bin on the side. Use that. That's the sort of place it was. It was absolutely, it was crazy. Oh, my God.
Yeah, in Britain and in Europe, they got some funky-ass bathrooms too, dude.
Oh, I know. Oh, my God.
One of the good things about the crappy venue situation in Europe and in UK is most of the venues, even if they're crappy, they have a shower for them, so that at least the musicians can like shower in the venue after the show. But you know, I mean, the worst feeling, man, is to feel dirty and you're like in this venue that hasn't been cleaned for like 3 weeks, you know, and like you don't even have a shower in there.
Quick stop off the Tesco. Here we go.
Right. I just use the sink at the Tesco. Stop being a pussy.
Hear this. This is good.
That's something like some abusive tour manager would tell you. You know, stop being a bitch. Just take a shower in the sink.
You fucking prima donnas, get out there. The bathrooms are most of the places I played.
Fucking real shower. Who the fuck do you think you are? You're not in Kiss. Only Kiss gets real shower. Fucked up. That's like the abusive tour manager.
That's good. I like that. You guys see that? You guys see that comment there from JP? That the bathrooms are most of the places I played are only good for getting hepatitis. You could probably look at the toilet lid and get a nice numb tingle from the cocaine on the toilet. Yeah, that's funny, Jamie. That's funny. It's hilarious. Jesus. Man. But back to TJ's, Jay. That place sounds like it was pretty fucking infamous with bands that would play there. Like didn't Nirvana play there and shit?
Yeah, Nirvana.
Everybody, and wasn't it dirt floors? Wasn't it all dirt floors? Like it just literally dirt on the floor, and they would just get fucking. It was. Well, there used to be a carpet, I think, in some parts. But I can't remember, and it was just covered in beer, and you'd stick to the floor. But geez, the atmosphere was absolutely—it was out of this world. It was awesome, and you go in there, and you'd be like millimeters away from Nirvana and Nine Inch Nails, millimeters, and it was just a really good feeling down there. But it got that bad, they had to have plastic cups. So they wouldn't serve bottles, they wouldn't serve glass, nothing that was smashable. It was all in little aluminous plastic cups so you could see them coming if someone decided to throw one at you.
but it was just epic. It was awesome place. It was amazing, and oh man, you know, even if things kicked off in there, and things did kick off sometimes, it would be like there'd be a massive punch up, and it would be all over and done with, and everyone would be back into the mosh pit, and they'd all just be dancing around because it didn't matter. It was like, who cares? Who cares? Let's just have some fun. Let's do it. Mate, it was awesome place. I loved it.
That's awesome.
It is
fucking metal dudes, eh? Just beat the fucking shit out of each other, and it's fine.
It's fine.
And then I cares, yo.
Oh, you broke my nose, dude. I know. Fuck, whatever. Get over it. Yeah, okay. Buy me a beer.
That is honestly, that's actually something hysterical. I know everybody has gone to a show. If you've gone to enough shows, you've seen this. Two sweaty ass dudes like fight, wanting to kill each other in the pit, but then as soon as the song ends, them on the side with all their friends making them make up.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen that, but I've seen that. Like when like a fight was about to happen, and then they get like brushed off to the side, and they're like, "Fine, all right, bro, give me a hug," you know. I've seen that on shows. That's hysterical to see. It makes you feel good inside, but it's like, look at these big ass guys making up with each other. You know?
Yeah.
They were going to kill each other over metal 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's right. They're going to fucking kill each other over metal 5 minutes ago. Now they're exchanging numbers, probably having din for Thanksgiving. It's fine.
The thing that probably got them to make up is they'll get kicked out of the show if they fight.
Yeah, I've done that. I've done that to get dudes before as a bouncer. Like, you guys just fucking be friends, or you're fucking out here. They'll hug pretty fast.
I mean, for a person that's in the pit moshing and really into the band, it's the last thing they want to have to go through. But you get caught up in moments and shit like that, man. I've seen so many brawls at New York shows, like brawls, where people got seriously hurt, like hardcore kids versus metal kids, punk kids trying to beat up long hairs. Yeah. Long hairs trying to beat up punk kids to get them back for it,
That's a tale as old as time, brother. You get the hardcore kids in the metal pit, they don't like that.
Yep.
Vice versa. And
sometimes they would go, the hardcore kids would go to the hardcore show, and metal kids that were still into hardcore bands would go, but the hardcore kids didn't want them in the pit.
No, because the metal kids, the metal kids want to mosh, and the hardcore kids want to dance.
You're at the walls, don't dare get in here.
That's right. Fuck you. It's like they give them the old fucking do their fancy, their fucking spin kicks and shit. Hell yeah, that's crazy. Fucking wild, man. Greetings, Sal from Mexico. Thank you for tuning in, my dear. Merry Christmas. Hope you're well. That's funny. See, I like that. I like seeing the comments. Anyhow, so what's the worst brawl you've seen while you're performing, or have you seen one while you're performing versus just like spectating at a show?
When we perform, when I was still in the band and we were touring, if there was a fight, I would stop the show. I stopped the show right away. We never let a fight continue while we continued to play the song or something like that. And I used to do the same thing that, the friends would make them do. Like make up with each other, or else we wouldn't play another song. But that was all I had. It's like, what else am I gonna? What else does a band have to tell two guys? Like, come on, you got to make up with each other. We're not gonna have this kind of shit out here. No. And you want to hear more music, don't you? All right, so make up with each other. Yeah. And sometimes if they hugged or something like that, then I'd give them shit and be like, all right, now kiss them. And then people would laugh or at least chuckle, and then it's all right. You could go on to the next song. Everybody forgot about it by then. That's
hilarious. Diffuse the situation. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, but I've seen some brawls though, go down. I mean, when you tour long enough, dude, it's something that you see at a show. You don't see it as often as you would think. For mosh pits every day. You see mosh pits every day when you tour, but you don't see a brawl every day. So it does say a lot, kids that can have like this primordial caveman dance and still like be friends and not like take it personally, you know?
Yeah.
That's kind of like how I see it. It's just some like primordial ritual type of musical experience, you know? And whether you're like beating trees with sticks and doing some aggressive dance like they do in New Zealand and the West Pacific,
the Maoris and shit,
yeah, or just moshing, you know. I mean, whatever. It depends.
It's that fucking. There's that one fucking band that still Alien Weaponry still does like full on Maori shit on stage before they play.
They live
fucking cool. That's fucking cool. I like that.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool when they came out because, you know, it was like another element of culture metal.
Yeah.
Which I thought is cool, you know. I mean, I consider System of a Down a culture metal band.
Yeah.
Skindred is a culture metal band to me. Rammstein, you could say, is a culture metal band, you know. They're industrial, but they're like a culture industrial metal band.
Yeah.
And I think of Alien Weaponry the same as I do Il Nino or Skindred or System of a Down is culture metal, you know. And I think that unique shit like that, metalheads kind of like gravitate to, you know, when something unique and different, and you would imagine that's what makes metal cool, is pushing the boundaries, doing shit that somebody would tell you is not right to do.
That's right. Yeah, I like it. They're young though, hey? Aren't they just fucking kids? They seem young. Videos I watch, like in their 20s.
Yeah, but they're with a great management company and they have a good booking agent, you know, and that's got a good label. That's half the battle. You can have a great booking agent and a decent label, but if your manager is terrible, you're just going to be struggling most of the time.
Yeah.
And the label might come along and be like, your manager's terrible. We're not going to give the album as much budget next time if you guys are still working with them. Labels will do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They'll let you know, we feel your manager is incompetent and it's causing detriment to the success of the band. They'll say things like that.
So then does the label appoint you a new manager that they think will get back their investment for them?
Oh, no, they don't appoint you, but they just tell you, man, try to find somebody else. This guy is incompetent.
Fuck this guy. Get someone better,
Yeah, they just tell you, look, find somebody else. There's got to be someone better. That's basically kind of how they would go about it. Okay. Technically, they can't tell you who. They can't place the manager. That's against the rules of being a label and the laws of being a label, I guess. Even though companies like Artery have been able to do things that before weren't allowed to be done, like have a band on the same label, management and booking agency. Artery was able to do that. I don't know how they got around the legality of doing it, but maybe now they don't care. They're just like, fuck it. You've been ripping off musicians for how many years? 100 years?
Going.
Just keep going.
No problem.
Oh, take it all then. Take it all. Take it all.
You're on the right track. You know, here's a couple more tips for you. Thanks. That's so funny. Those fuckers. Fucking scumbags. We were talking to, the first time I talked to Max Cavalera, he told us a story about how.
I think you can't hear Jay. Jay, you got your mic muted.
Jay, your mic is muted.
You muted your mic somehow.
Yeah, sorry guys, I was just on the station just for 2 seconds.
You're doing the morning show
to Limbocast Facebook.
I was like, man, he's talking to us, but we can't hear his ass.
You're doing both at the same time, you fucking monster.
Well, I thought I'd give it a go, see what happens. Who knows?
There you go. That works well. But we were talking to Max Cavalera, and he was telling us that when he was signed to Roadrunner, they had.
Let me hear these Roadrunner stories.
Yeah, here you go. You love the Roadrunner stories? Yeah. He said at one point they had like a $10 a day per diem. So you go buy, it's like, and you're in fucking like Soulfly, bro. Like, you get $10 a day. He's like, yeah, I buy like a bag of chips and 2 Gatorade for the fucking day, and hopefully the venue had food. You know, that's a hard. Well, you know, that's a hard fucking life.
At that level, and that's the level I'm talking about, where you're like a theater band.
Yeah.
You know, where you're like playing metal, and you basically you're playing either medium-sized theaters or small theaters or like large bars, basically. Yeah. Like I remember when the funniest shit, dude, is when one of my first tours. It was basically my first European tour is when I got told this by a cold-hearted tour manager that I loved him for it at that time, because I got to realize right away how kind of like it goes. You know, here we are, first ever headlining tour in Europe. Every single venue is sold out. Every single venue is sold out. And before we got to Europe, they had told us every show is sold out already. We get to Europe, we meet up, we're in the tour bus, and you know, and this cold-hearted ass tour manager, his name's Billy Morgan, I love him, but he was like, "You're a bar band." I was like, what? And then like it didn't sink in at first, because I was like, but hold on. We sold like 800 tickets every single night. These venues are like 500 to 1,000 capacity, and they're all sold out. And then he's like, yeah, but they're all just bars with stages. And he made sense. You know, it's true. It is just a bar with a stage. Yeah. But, you know, some places are bigger and have better vibe, and it feels way cooler to be there, you know. And
yeah.
But the reality is that most metal bands still tour in large bars. Yeah. You know, and that's okay. That's just the touring market that they're given. It's not like some of them make it out of there, but some of them don't, you know?
Yeah.
Just the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck.
But this tour manager was cold-hearted as shit, man. Cold-hearted as shit, and made me realize shit real quick. Like, shit, we are just a bar band. It don't matter if you sell 100 tickets. These people are in a bar.
This is the biggest fucking bar I've seen.
God damn, I don't know.
Bar band, I think like 110 people. Yeah. Half empty. Shit on the walls, fucking whatever. We are a fucking bar band. God damn it. Just existential crisis right there.
And in Europe, it's funny like that, because you'll be like in Holland at this beautiful theater. And then the next day, you're like in Luxembourg at a large bar, you know? It depends, because you're going from country to country, different parts of the country. Some parts of the countries are rural, you know, and it's the funny thing with European tour was always that one day you're in a great venue and the next day you're in the shittiest venue you could ever imagine.
Like the Blue Note in Missouri, right, sir? Oh, that was just the bathroom. The venue's probably fine. Imagine that, just like the most pristine, perfect-looking venue, and the fucking toilet is just a Hiroshima situation. It's fucking crazy.
The bathroom in venues is, I would say, 75% of the time representative of the rest of the venue. I'm just like throwing a rough number out there, you know. But I'd imagine, because I've been in venues, and usually if the bathroom is all fucked up, there's something else fucked up in the venue. You might not see it or something, you know.
Might be their accountant, something like that, yeah.
Could be the electric in the house. You're going to be getting shocked all night, you know.
Not up to code, yeah.
They might be fucking putting water in their vodka. Who knows what they're doing?
Shady shit, though. It's got to be water in the vodka, right? Because if they're not paying for the fucking electrical, they're not paying for the full price for booze, I'll tell you
that. Right.
It's just all watered down booze.
So Nick Casey's up at 7 a.m.
There you go. Nick Casey, what's up, Nick?
Go back to bed. You're crazy being up.
She stayed up just to see us talk, man. We got Germany, we got Sweden, we got America, we had Mexico on here. We got it all covered. I'm in Canada. Jay's in the UK.
She said the Blue Note was nice, but just the bathroom was awful.
Just the and backstage.
You know, like 25% maybe. Just like the bathroom.
Stay 75.
The bathroom had a bad night. That's all it was.
That bathroom had seen some shit for a week. He was starting to break under the pressure, right?
Maybe the guy that cleans the bathroom just, he's on vacation for this week.
Fuck. We had a guy like that. He was a fucking maniac. He was crazy. He was like he'd clean the whole place, and he'd just like, when he wasn't cleaning the place, he was like hunting deer and fucking cleaning them there. Like just on the floor of the bar. It's like, what are you doing? Just like lay out his sheets and just fucking skid him and do all his business there. If he had like a couple days off from shows and cleaning, it's like, you're crazy, Richard. Like, what the fuck are you doing? It's nuts. He did a good job though. Like, he always kept it clean and stuff, but still, it's like, it's fucked up. It's fucked up.
Remember, have you seen the guys that hand you the little towels inside venue bathrooms?
Never once, no.
You've never seen? Oh man!
I would not know what to do. I've only ever seen it in a movie. I would never know what the fuck to do with myself if that happened. If I walked into a bathroom and there was another man there saying, "I need a towel or a mint," I'd say, "Get the fuck out of here. You do not want to be here right now, bro." You're gonna get real quick.
I've seen it at clubs. At some clubs we played. It's not something that you. But these motherfuckers expect a tip. They're not just there to just give you a towel. They're there to give you a towel and to take your tip.
Fuck that. Bro, you got a paper towel dispenser right fucking there. I'm good.
Well, for real.
I've got a pack of gum in my fucking pants, asshole. You're just fucking staring at dudes peeing. It's fucked up. I don't need cologne, dude.
Some of them will be like legit businessmen. They'll have like chiclets in there and shit. Chiclets, they'll be selling chiclets.
They write you a fucking tax receipt for the tip you give them. Just take it, and here's your generator. Jesus. That's ridiculous. Unreal.
My job better pay good as hell. Because you gotta smell everybody's piss and shit all day.
You can't do that just for tips. Like, you gotta have something. If someone says, "Look, how do you get to that point in your life?" Well, how do you get there in your life? It's like, you know what? I could go flip burgers at McDonald's, but I think I'd rather stand in the men's room and hand them towels and smell shit all day.
I mean, it's a gangster job, but maybe some of those guys make a ton of money doing it. Like at the
What would you define? What would it have to pay for you to be like, yeah, that's my next move? If I could land that job, that's the shit, man. What is the number?
If I was like 20, 21, 22, I'd do it for a couple $100 a day.
There you go. Okay.
But at 45, I'd have to take at least $400, $350, $400.
If I'm doing that, they're paying me like $600 a day.
Damn, you more expensive than I am, bro.
I will give you the full fucking bathroom experience. I will pat dry your hands. I'll make sure the toilet's nice before you get there. Give me a hard time. I'll bounce his ass out of the bathroom.
Hikimori said, "I'm searching for bathroom attendant jobs as you speak." Damn, if they pay $600, I'm searching too, dude.
Yeah, let's do it. Hey guys, we've got it. Jay, that's what we've talked about. Our big break.
It is. Right. It's coming strong.
Let's start a fucking union for bathroom attendants. Yeah, look, here's Steve. Hi, did you have a nice wee? Here's your towel and your mint. That's funny. But that's the most. Oh my God, what the fuck is this? 1 second here. Sarah just has the numbers.
And having to wait for somebody. Like, no, it's okay. I'll wait till you finish. I'll give you a towel.
Don't mind me. I'll be here if you need anything.
Super fucking creepy. It's like, what do you mean? You gonna watch me piss and shit, bro?
I'll give you $10 to fuck off. You got it. Do you think that's what they're banking on?
Or imagine you go to piss and you're like, bro, can you at least turn around, please?
You just hear one of these when you're going to piss.
That was super creepy.
can feel the warm breath on the back of your neck. It's just like, fuck off. Here's $20. Never come in here again when I'm doing this.
Or the funniest would be if you're pissing and he's looking at you, but every time you turn, he turns his head. And then he like looks at you again, and then he looks at you.
Yeah, that's just a
super sneaky, creepy shit.
Excuse me, sir. Do you mind if I hold that for you? You.
Yeah, there you go,
Would you
Jay.
like me to try it for you, sir?
Exactly. Can you need to give it a drink?
Just a how's your uncle, right, Jay? Is that what they said?
Do they dry hands or penises too? I should tell the guy home.
Why stop there? Why don't you try everything? Whatever you need, the attendant is there for you. Oh my God.
I'm here to make sure you have the most pleasant bathroom experience possible. God damn it. This is my fucking hill to die on right here. You go into that toilet and having a good time. Do you want music? I can play you a song.
Let me
Or
serenade
a fucking broken ass acoustic guitar with like 3 strings. It's not even tuned.
That would be some creepy ass shit too. You start to piss and the music changes. Like a romantic song comes on or some shit.
Fucking Take My Breath Away comes on. Take my breath away.
The real fucked up one would be you go to the bathroom, you take a deuce, and then when you're done, you open the door and you go, "I'm ready, bro." Yo, come wipe it, man. I'm ready.
Got your tip or not?
Oh no!
Unchained Melody has to play while he's wiping.
Way too illegal, bro.
Oh my God. JP. $15 an hour for cleaning, so the attendant's going to have to really bring something unique to the table to make more. Oh.
If I had that job, I'd probably be a sarcastic ass motherfucker, bro. I'd probably be sarcastic as fuck.
Would you give people like, if you're like, what if people like asked you for like medical advice too? Where it's like, bro, you've probably seen some shit. What does this look like to you? Well, sir, if I had to, it looks like syphilis to me if I had to give you my best, but you probably got it from this toilet. I'm sorry.
You know, the doctor keeps saying he doesn't know what it is, man. Maybe you know.
I don't trust the doctor, but I feel like I can trust you with anything. I let you wipe my ass for $20 for Christ's sake. You're my best friend. Toilet Brothers. Jesus. How did we even get here? Now we're just bathroom attendants. Oh, shitty venue. Bathroom.
We said something about oh no, you were talking about the venue. TJ.
Oh yeah. We said we never had. I've never been to a.
We wound up at bathrooms.
We're saying, have you ever seen a men's attendant at a venue bathroom? I said no. There you go.
Yeah.
Make sure. Have you?
I have in New York, like at the nicer venues. Yeah, they have like bathroom attendants in there. I'd imagine in New York, maybe they're even union guys. You know, like what union are you in? Bathroom attendant union.
Fucking PS17, bitch. What?
I don't know. Maybe they're called like venue
attendants.
I wouldn't even know. Like if you worked in a bathroom handing out towels, what would the venue call your job? Good question.
And during a pandemic, would you be considered an essential worker? Probably not.
After the pandemic, would the bathroom attendant be handing you out masks and shit?
I don't know.
Like when we hand out masks or like
yeah.
The vaccine. You could be handing out the vaccine, bro.
You could just fucking roll that out right now, right? It's just like, here's your complimentary pat on the ass, and now you're free of the coronavirus. Unchained Melody plays as you exit the bathroom. That's so funny. That's fucking hilarious.
Oh, man.
You'd have to really like people to have that job. There's people persons, and then there's a fucking men's room attendant, right?
Right, you really gotta love people to be a bathroom attendant. That's like next level people love her. Like, I'll follow you in the bathroom. I love you, man.
Oh, JB. So funny. Complimentary physical. Oh my god.
Man.
That is so fucking funny.
It's the 2020 Christmas delirium.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. It's been a hard year, and we're all looking for different ways to better ourselves. And I think mine's be Men's Room Attendant 2022.
That's a hell of an aspiration, buddy. I love it.
I'm gonna make a podcast about it.
I mean, $600 a day, bro.
You'll be fucking laughing, getting that Joe Rogan. I'll be the fucking Joe Rogan of toilet casts.
That's like 10 G's a month, bro.
I'll call it Tales from the Pot.
Oh, man. Oh, guys, you know what? My brain hasn't kicked in yet, but I haven't stopped laughing. It's just been excellent.
What time is it over there?
It's 7 a.m.
Yeah, just coming up to 7 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, so it's early, dude.
Yeah. My brain doesn't normally kick in at about 7, 8 o'clock, but this is working out well.
Yeah, my brain definitely don't kick in till 9 a.m. maybe. 10 a.m. on bad days. I could be up, but I'm just, like floating through it.
just a daze. It's just a daze. 1 minute merges into the next. Oh, yeah. Right. Yes, Sarah, I am literally. I need a toilet attendant with me right now because I am pissing myself. That is a fact you could take to the bank.
A bathroom attendant would definitely give you a napkin.
They would. You know what? For $600 a day, I'll fucking hem you a new pair of pants. Right then, I'll fucking mess you up. I'll be a tailor. If you piss yourself, I will tailor you a new set of pants. I need it. Oh. Sarah says, I don't know where I'm at for my first 2 hours of the day. I hear you. Fucking rest. Yeah. I have to have about 4 cups of coffee going before I'm like, okay, what?
Well, at least one. At least one cup of coffee.
If I can't have at least one, that's it. That was my Christmas morning. I woke up, I was like, I'm not even getting the kids out of bed to have a fucking cup of coffee. I might need 2. It's going to be crazy.
I mean, I used to be a coffee junkie, dude. Like, I would drink coffee the whole day. Yeah. And then I was like, I can't do that. That's got to be something bad for you. And then I was like, all right, so I'll quit. And then I quit coffee.
I feel like shit.
60 days, I was like fucking shot the whole day. I guess I was so used to drinking coffee. And then when I came back, I went back to just one large cup of coffee a day. And that's all I'm having.
That's the sweet spot. Yeah. I drink so much coffee, and then I did quit for a while, and I just had like the worst fucking headaches of all time from like caffeine withdrawal or some shit.
Yeah. I
got like the sluggish and the worthless, just like, why can't I have coffee, right? But now I just back on the fucking wagon with the coffee drinking for sure.
I mean, coffee, if you think about it, is the food or substance that people have the most addiction to. A lot of people are addicted to coffee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, coffee and nicotine. Those are the 2 big ones.
Yeah, I mean, I hear that drinking like coffee every day is not unhealthy for you. It's just if you drink a ton of it, it's bad for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then you have to fucking 1-2 punch there, Sarah, with her fucking iced coffee and her vape. There you go. Christian's got his vape. Is that vape plugged in via USB while you smoke it so you don't lose the juice?
That would be some fucking super heavy ass shit, huh?
Just
Like,
fucking,
this vape is so gangster shit to be plugged into an AC outlet.
watch this.
I'm gonna take a hit. Plug it in.
Just comes with fucking car battery cables and just jumps you.
You take a hit and the lights start to flicker.
What's that? Oh, he's smoking again. Oh, Jesus Christ. Super dab. That's funny.
Oh my God.
I hear cars outside or something. Somebody just pulled up.
Uh-oh.
Maybe it's fucking Santa Claus. He came back.
He came back. He's like, look, I forgot my watch. Here's your bathroom.
Right.
Where's my mint?
One of these years, I'm going to dress up as Santa, for sure.
Why not?
It's
Why
already
not tomorrow?
Have you ever dressed up as Santa?
Nah, dude, but
No?
I will.
Jay?
If you do it, I will. If you do, I will.
Have you dressed up as Santa?
Not quite the full Santa outfit now, but I'll leave the rest to the imagination.
Oh, what the
But,
fuck?
yeah, I gotta eventually.
Like a Santa man thong?
Well, I didn't say a thong. I wouldn't go that far.
Jingle balls.
Well, the jingle balls definitely happened, 100%. And a hat with a little bell on top, because that always works. Instead of the fluffy thing, chuck a little bell on top. You're laughing, you know. It's good. It's good.
I think.
Yeah, because I feel like that's like one of those things that, you know, when I'm like 90 years old, that's like something that you want to tell your kids. Yeah, I dressed up as Santa once.
But Jay, don't tell them your version of it.
Oh no, I'll tell you right now, lads. When I'm in the old people's home, right, and I'm sat there, and someone comes in to wipe my ass, my personal bathroom attendant comes in to wipe my ass, I'll tell them, it doesn't matter, man or woman, I don't care. You know, when I was a young lad, I dressed up Santa Claus with my little socks on. You would have loved it. You would have loved it, because I would be the dirty old man in that place. That would be me, 100%. And I would love every second of it. They'd be like, don't go in there. Jay's in there. Who's this Jay? The room would be pitch black, right? There would be just darkness. Welcome to my room. Come in.
Hello, Clarice.
Hello, Clarice. Yes, absolutely.
I made a boom boom in my pants. You're not wearing pants. Uh-oh. That's a problem for you.
That's your problem, not mine.
Fuck. Jesus.
Oh, dear. Yeah, that would be good. I'd like that. No, I'm out of tea. Oh, man.
I gotta dress up as Santa Claus. Before I die, I gotta dress up as Santa Claus. And I gotta have a ridiculous fucking, for once in my life, I gotta have a ridiculous Halloween costume. Like a milk carton. Or something.
That's not even that ridiculous.
Yeah, like maybe next year I could be the vaccine. I just get one of those needle things.
A syringe.
I'm calling it right now. I don't want nobody buying vaccine costumes for next Halloween. That shit is mine.
The fucking vaccine. Just wrap yourself in fucking saran wrap and some tinfoil on your hat, like have the mills marked out on the thing. What are you? You know what I am.
Oh my word!
I always wondered in my head, like what it feels like when I see like a dude dressed up as, like, for lack of a better thing, a milk carton. I always go, what does he feel like to be in there?
He feels like milk.
Why?
Feels just like milk, dude.
But I've seen, let's see, I'm trying to remember. I've seen a whole bunch of fucking really weird costumes before. And they got some pretty ingenious ones nowadays, man.
Yeah.
Like there was some viral video going around of all the like creative costumes that happened last year. Not this year, the year before. There was some fucking intensely creative shit in there.
Yeah.
That's some nuts.
Like in the 40s, it must have been like, oh, here, put on these glasses. It's your costume.
Here's your costume. Just randomly pick some sort of whatever you can reach right now and say, this is your costume for next year. Just this sticker somewhere on your body. Shout out to Underdog. What's up, guys?
This is your costume for next year.
What is that? It's a cell phone?
It's a cell phone charger plug.
Done. No problem.
Oh my god.
Jay, I got yours right here, buddy. Here you go, Jay.
Oh my god.
Oh, you're gonna be a stapler next year?
But tell me how
working staples. I would have working staples that come out of my mouth and click my head. That would be epic.
I just fucking stapled myself.
Damn, you're gonna
That hurt. I fucking
wow,
stapled
you
myself.
really fucking did staple yourself.
Yeah, I just pulled it up. There you go. Medic!
Medic.
Jay's a stapler.
You sure you don't want to go to the hospital for that, man?
No, that'll cost me. That'll cost me next to nothing.
Ah, you're in Canada. It's free.
I'll catch the Rona there.
How's the HHS treating the because we got a foreigner up in here. How's the HHS treating the like if somebody's sick, are people having to pay out of their own pocket if they get COVID and go to the hospital in England?
I'm not 100% sure with England. With Wales, it's they're trying to keep people out of the hospitals at the moment. So unless it's something serious, but actually, my hospital that's close to me has got, I think it was something like 70-odd%, something crazy, where people are going in and actually contracting the virus in the hospital because it's so heavily infected. But yeah, it's quite crazy because they're overloaded. Obviously, our health service is government funded. Well, it's not government funded. We fund it with our taxes. We have a special tax for it. But there's just so much. There's so much going on at the moment. It's just crazy. Would I go into hospital? Not really. If I could avoid it, unless I'd done something really, really severe, like amputated my arm, I wouldn't go in. Genuinely,
you wouldn't even need to go in for that.
I probably wouldn't need to do that. I just, I've seen Predator. I'd get a little bit of, tile, smash it down, just slap it on. It'll be fine.
Just find some diesel.
Just crazy.
Yeah.
Just cauterize the motherfucker and you're good to go.
No need to be a wussy
That's
baby.
all they're going to do.
There,
That's right. Don't be a pussy, Jay. Just fucking light that bitch
deal
up.
with it. But yeah.
Walk it off. Walk it off. Jay.
Walk it off.
This is your leg. You'll have a harder time. But
what's wrong with you? As long as it's not my right arm. So
a really good point. Sarah said, because if you do wind up wearing a milk carton costume, how the hell do you pee? That's a good question. How the hell do you pee? How would you pee if you got to take the whole fucking costume off, or do you have like a tube that you can connect that?
Well, how wide's the costume? That's the first question.
Just
is it like
the milk carton costumes I've seen are pretty friggin' big.
So I just put a little hole in it and just pop it out,
No, you got to commit. You got to go catheter.
No. I wouldn't want to
put a glory hole in it.
Put a catheter in your dick and then you fucking pee in the pee bag.
Right, imagine that. I don't have to use the bathroom. This costume comes with a catheter.
I am never pissing again. It's fine.
Oh,
That's gonna really bring down the men's room attendant game.
I think I told you the story when I got the back surgery.
Yeah.
When I woke up out of surgery, I was like, why haven't I had to pee for like 3 hours? Or it was like the whole thing. I was like, why haven't I had to pee yet?
Oh God. That's why. That's why.
No.
We lost Christian, but where did he
Christian
go?
gone?
Oh no. Well, 1 second. Beauty of live, right? I'll get him back.
It might have been my. It could have been
that.
my internet. I don't know.
No, there he is.
There he
It
is.
was probably the internet that cut out for a second.
That's
But I was
fine.
like, I had to pee all day, and the nurse was like, oh, "You have a catheter in," and I was like, "Oh shit! What the fuck? They didn't tell me this was gonna happen."
How did that feel when they pulled that fucking thing out?
When they wound up pulling it out because I couldn't move for like 3-4 days. I was immobile, like because they come into my middle spine, like 5-6 levels. So I technically couldn't pull myself up because the incision and all that shit. So it was in for like 3-4 days, and by the time they pulled it out, I felt like I was already getting a bladder infection from the fucking thing. You know, I was telling like the nurse, like, I feel like I gotta pee, but I'm not peeing. What the fuck is going on? And eventually they were just like, it might be the catheter. We have to take it out, you know. And then after that, they started beating me up, and it was fine. But they put it in because for surgeries where you can't move for a long time or several days, you know, they don't want you to piss on yourself.
Yeah.
That would not be cool.
No,
that's not cool.
God.
That's not cool.
Oh my God. Oof. Yeah, I don't like the idea of that at all.
We'll get used to it, Jay, when you're in your fucking home there. No, not that room. That's Jay's room.
No. When I'm at my home, it's all going to be gravy. I'm going to have people there to help me out and do stuff for me. They can wipe my ass. They can hold me when I go to the toilet. Whatever. They're all going to be there for me. Because, God damn it, I'm going to pay a fortune for them. They're going to be
Pay a fortune.
Yeah. All on the state, obviously.
I just love that you totally have your fucking green screen on right now. You look like you're in such a cool place. It's just like, nah, it's a green screen, bro.
It's a green screen photo of my living room. No, it's not. It's not. This is. I wish it was.
And it's one of those things that you never want to say, hey, is that a green screen? Because a person could go, it's my fucking house, you asshole. You just don't know.
Yeah, I should have left the magic alive. Damn it, I'm sorry. I just said, look at Jay, that fucking king of mankind right there in a sweet-ass house.
I'll upload a couple of pictures in a minute, and we'll do some different scenarios. You know, maybe go on a beach. Yeah, I'll get a bit of video footage in the background. Have a bit of fun with it.
That's so funny.
Let's see. I might end up getting cut off. I don't know. That's fine.
How do you do a background like that? Do you do it with your computer?
Yeah, it's actually done through the software right now with what we're using. If you go on to the cam mic button, there's a settings button. Click on that, and then you can change your background.
No shit. Yeah, I'm not savvy with all that shit like that.
Press this button.
You know, I'll figure it out in like 10 years and be like, I know how to use the green screen thing now.
No, this is pretty easy.
Look.
Let's see what this does.
It's just press buttons. That's all I do. Just press buttons.
Well, you definitely look like you got a house that looks like a Colombian narco could live there.
But you've definitely come to the right place.
It's the drop-off spot.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
Oh my God.
Man, oh man. Well, what's cracking today, Jay? Do you have Boxing Day in the UK, or is that just a Canada thing, the 26th?
No. We got Boxing Day today. This is where we eat all of the leftovers from yesterday, but unfortunately, I'm a complete and utter fat bastard, and I've eaten all the food anyway, so there's no leftovers. There's all going to be new, fresh food today. Ooh.
What are you cooking today, then?
Salmon, leg of lamb, and I don't know. Something else, maybe, just to fill up the plates a bit. Who knows?
Something else.
Look, I mean, you got a thing that walks in there. You got a thing that swims. Might as well just put a thing that flies in your menu.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I like that. Yeah, do it. Throw a chicken in. That's what we'll do. We'll throw a chicken in as well. We cover all bases. And a few vegetables. And the biggest, fattest Black Forest Gatto, because there's two things that come out of Germany that I really love. One is Black Forest Gatto, and the other thing is called a Limbocast or something like that. And they are both absolutely awesome. I love them.
Now, what is a Limbocast?
What's like the most traditional Christmassy meal there with you guys? Is it like turkey or something like that?
I mean, if you want to go traditional, you tend to have a goose. So you'd have a roast goose, you'd have your vegetables, and then we got a Christmas pudding, followed by a Christmas cake later on. So that
So
would
they
tend
do
to be.
geese there, huh?
Yeah, you have a nice goose. If you want to go with, obviously, what's become like a traditional thing now is the turkey. Because obviously turkeys are substantially bigger than geese. So we do have turkeys as well, but a nice bit of goose. Oh my God. You just cook it just right. You get that skin nice and crispy. When you dive in, then it's just like heavenly. Oh man, I might do a goose instead of a chicken. Let's see what happens.
I'll find you one. I'll get you a fucking Canadian goose that's bigger than any American turkey.
Talking about geese.
That's true. Y'all got some fucking big ass geese, bro.
They're bastards too. Yeah, they fucking.
Dude, when those geese take over some parts, geese will take over parks, bro, and ponds. They'll be like, "This is our shit now. We're here all the time. We ain't going away."
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
I remember
and you just accept that. I guess I'm not going there anymore.
But I remember in Arizona, in Phoenix, there was a regulation protecting the geese because people that lived around there started getting pissed that all these geese were taking over all the parks and the ponds. So they would like go and be fucked up to the geese. They would like go kick them or like, be aggressive to them. And the town had to put in some regulation where you can't fuck with the geese.
We got something like that in the UK, but it's for swans, right? Now we had some people come from Russia, and in Russia, I think it was either Russia or Poland. So excuse me if I'm wrong, but they eat swan over there, right?
Swan?
Yeah, swan. Now swans in the UK are protected species because they're apparently owned by the Queen. All right, so you're not allowed to touch them. Well. Unfortunately, I think someone forgot to tell some of the people coming over to the UK because they had a raid on a house next door to one of my friends' houses. And in the back, they had heads of swans. There was just swans everywhere. And they'd gone down to down to one of the parks, and they just completely annihilated all the swans they could find. They took them all, and they were giving them out to their friends and family at home, thinking it was free food. It was swans, man. And you know how nasty swans are. Jesus Christ, you got to have a set of balls like that on you to take on a swan. That's nuts. Oh my God. But yeah, they just dived. Swans everywhere. There was a massive thing about it in the newspapers and everything.
Jesus Christ.
Damn. I mean, I guess I imagine you'd have to be careful with the animals that are around cities if,
Protected species. And
why not? I mean, if like in Arizona, like where you could buy guns freely, and there's a bunch of geese down the block at the pond, and you hate them all, and you want to have goose for fucking Christmas. Probably not until they had that law. Nothing stopped them from just going to shoot a goose and taking them home and eating them.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh man.
That's
I remember we do every so often. We obviously the hunting season opens up, so we end up getting things like pheasants and partridges and things like that coming through. And oh man, I remember one day my old man gave me this pheasant, and he said, "Oh, there you go. Go and clean it up and everything else." Mate, I was there eating dinner with shotgun shots, little pellets coming out. Every bite I had a bloody shotgun pellet in it. Ruined it for me. Absolutely ruined it.
Wow.
But I think the guys with the swans, because we don't have guns freely available in the UK, and if they started firing them down the park, you'd hear them. So they were taking them out by hand. They were catching them and stuff. It's nuts. Absolutely.
Damn. I mean, you know, I guess we are animals after all.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But
What can you
That's
do?
so
What
fucked
can
up.
you do? Oh man.
I mean, I've seen some fucked up fucking rituals of the killing of the animal, and in South America, you see shit like that all the time.
yeah.
You know, I would say if you're my age and you grew up in South America, when you were a kid, you definitely saw a chicken get slaughtered.
Hung upside down and
Yeah, they break the neck and then they cut off the head, or sometimes they just cut off the head, and
yeah.
the chicken does run around and bleeds out without a
Yeah.
head for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's
pretty
a
fucking
while.
sadistic. You know?
Yeah,
Having the killing of an animal, when you think about it, is as you know, it's sadistic. You know, but then again, it's food. You know, that's people eat food. You know.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think with the supermarkets and things where we get stuff readily packaged, we've become desensitized to the actual side of it that
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, I mean growing up I'm used to things like chickens, turkeys, pigeons, whatever, being dispatched at home, rabbits, all that sort of stuff. So it doesn't really bother me that much, in all honesty, because I do see it as a food source.
Yeah.
But the one thing my old man always told me, he said, whatever you do, respect the animal, make sure it's painless, and make sure if you're raising something to eat it, it has the best life it can possibly have. And that's it.
Yeah.
He said, you do that, what more can you do?
Yeah. That's I mean, I believe that like farm living is cool as hell. You know,
Absolutely.
like living on a farm, growing your own shit, raising your own animals, giving them a good life, and when they pass on their own, you eat them. You know, because why not? It's food. You don't want to throw away the body, I guess, or the energy, the caloric content, whatever you want to call it. But I think farm living is fucking cool as hell, man. I didn't think so when I was younger, but now I'm older and I'm like, fuck, that's so badass. Like being able to make your own food, grow your own food, raise your own food.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, there's a lot of money too. There's a lot of money in livestock farming, especially here for cattle and stuff. Like, if you think each cow that you have is worth probably a couple $1,000, you've got like 400 cows. Well, fuck, you're laughing because you sell them all to slaughter. They pay per pound.
Wow.
For the
Some
cow.
Big money.
Yeah. Big money.
Yeah, I mean, we do become desensitized, you know, because because manufacturing. I think it's almost like a general disconnection from nature that we have. Is what it is. You know,
100%.
everything's starting to become so technological and mathematical and scheduled and time managed and things like that. Those are like all the things that people are having to deal with,
All the stresses of life. Could you imagine, right, going back, I don't know, let's say 150 years, and how life would have been back then? We didn't have technology we got now. I mean, we wouldn't be talking now, but we wouldn't have the technology.
right?
We wouldn't have the phones. We wouldn't have all it. We would just be, what I would deem a little bit more like free than we are now, because everything is just like, it's like nuts. It's nuts. Everything is nuts.
I remember for a time in my life from like 2000, I want to say from like 2010 to 2012 or 13, I didn't have a cell phone.
Wow.
I was like, I don't want to, I'm not going to have one. And I just didn't for a really long time. And I remember it felt awesome not having one.
Yeah.
It did feel great. And that was before everybody was stuck on phones,
Yeah.
But just the disconnection. And the reason I stopped using a phone was because I was doing a lot of audio engineering and I was like in the studio mixing and engineering like 8 to 10 hours a day. And I hated my phone going off or lighting up and all that. And I was like, I'm just going to get rid of it. And I just didn't have a phone for a long time. I imagine if we get sick enough of technology, some people. Well, you do see a lot more people being. What do you call it when they move to the woods and they completely disconnect
off the grid?
Yeah,
off the grid. It's starting to become like a popular trend that you see more and more people wanting to go off the grid.
Bro, just have you ever watched fucking Doomsday Preppers on Netflix or YouTube? Those guys are fucking wild.
But all that shit is like man shit. That's all badass.
Dude, it's so badass.
Like, I want a fucking bunker.
I want 2 bunkers, and I want to have my own irrigation system. I've got a fucking gun for everyone that tries to come steal my fuel stockholds. Go fuck yourself. Come get it. You know? That's
a bunker with your own irrigation system.
Yeah.
That's the upgraded bunker, bro.
That's 2.0. That's the 2.0 version. Those guys are awesome. I love that shit. But they always have like the craziest. It's like, there's gonna be this and there's gonna be that, and god damn it, all it is my gun and my storm cellar full of food at this location, but not at my house because my house is gonna be gone. And blah blah blah. It's like, wow, you're fucked. That's crazy. But smart too, right? Because maybe we're the crazy ones to think like, I just laugh at these conspiracy guys or whatever. But it's like, you know what? Maybe what if they're onto something? I'm the fucking asshole that I'm not prepared for doomsday. God damn it. The ultimate irony.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you got money to do shit like that, it's probably silly if you don't do it. Yeah. If you have the money to do it and just put into it, because you never know, something could happen, you know? And I mean, God forbid some fucking comet comes along and fucks up, you know, the solar radiation can't get through for fucking 3, 4, 5 months.
Yeah, you gotta grow something.
A lot of people are going to be fucking killing each other for sure. Yeah. And if you're in some bunker underneath the ground, nobody knows you're there. You got your water, your food, your electricity. Maybe you could probably make it through and then come out once everybody's killed each other.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Just once everyone's gone, it's like,
It's like, everybody's gone. Great. The turkeys and cows are all for me.
Looks like this shit escalated quickly. Elon Musk probably has the best bunker, JP.
Oh, that dude probably got a badass bunker.
He's probably got like under the Denver airport.
You know what? You just brought up a really good point. That next level from the bunker is the spaceship to go to another planet. Because, you know, if you can hide underneath the ground, it's fine. But where else
hide on the moon, bro?
You can't.
Come find me in fucking orbit, asshole. Yeah. Good luck. Good luck getting up here. There's a potential if you have a shovel, you could find me, but no, you're not getting to fucking space. What would you put in your bunker? What are you taking with you?
I mean, let's make it fun. Water, obviously. Besides food and water.
Let's talk entertainment. You'll have all the food and water you need. What sort of things are you going to take in there to keep yourself fucking from going a little bit crazy because it's a fucking bunker, you know?
Well, you're not going to have internet.
Okay.
Right?
Well, there goes all my plans. Yeah, okay.
Fuck, man. Books. Yeah. Lots of books and movies. Like, that's what I've seen, like, in the movies. When you see bunkers, you see, like, they got books.
Yeah. It's more like an episode of Cribs, really. Yeah.
Yeah, you just, that's all you got is movies and books and CDs. Fuck, you just made me think of something. Yeah. What if all your music is in the cloud when this shit happens? You have to go to your bunker. You don't got none of this shit backed up.
That's right. The EMP comes, your cloud is gone. You'll be.
That's the bad thing about having music only streamed, to be honest with you. If anything ever does fucking happen to the grid or the cloud or whatever the fuck it is, then your music is shot. You're going back to, like, you don't even sell CDs. How would you get music?
I'm taking this.
At least you got that one, dude.
I'll fucking take this. That's it. I'm like my record player. That's it. And a fucking ham radio so I can still do shows with Jay somehow.
In a bunker, that shit might make you cry. Be like, I can't bring me home.
Fucking makes me cry now. Be no different. Just be a little bit more.
Just go out to say hello again. I can't fucking say hello again to anyone.
Really in the weeds here.
But what else could you do? I don't know. If you're alone, you can't play board games. You can play cards.
Yes, he says a book of cards or a deck of cards. Music books and a deck of cards. Yeah, that's good. A cassette.
A deck of cards. If you're a musician, your guitar, obviously, or something like that.
Yeah.
That alone could fucking save your ass from going nuts, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You just have a guitar and enough books to read and paper to write on, you could just stay writing shit. People that aren't musically inclined, they could write books and stories or whatever, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It'll be all right. It's doable.
I'd have to learn how to grow my own weed in the bunker.
You know, there's going to be some ways that you could do that.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. Make sure you got some LEDs in there. Power conservation.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Nick says it's hard to walk dogs in a bunker.
Fuck. Yeah, it would be.
You have like 14 dogs, Nick. Like, what the hell's going on?
They need like their own bunker.
Hydroponics. Sarah says hydroponics. Yeah.
Yep.
You just have to like do the air quality sample, then just open the fucking hatch for like 10 seconds to get some light in and then lock it down right away.
Oh man.
Better off going to space.
What if you do gotta take all your dogs with you, and then the lockdown in the bunker lasts longer than you would have wanted it to, and then you realize that the dogs are gonna eat all your food? Nick, what would you do? Answer us. Because if you die, who's gonna take care of the dogs?
It's you or the dogs.
They probably, what would happen to the dogs if like the human died? Let's say a human that has a bunch of dogs in a bunker. Would the dogs, how long would the dogs last? That's fucking, it's a morbid question to ask, but we're talking about this morbid ass shit. How did we wind up at bunkers? How we wound up at bunkers.
I don't know how we got to bunkers.
Does it matter? We're on it.
No, it doesn't. It's a really interesting
It's a very good question.
It's really interesting to me. Oh, Nicole says they eat meat. I don't. Fertilizer. There you go. C says fertilizer. Fill the piles of shit. You grow some tomatoes.
You know, cats would eat your ass. If you took cats down to the bunker and then you died, they'd eat your ass so quick.
They'd eat you while you're still fucking alive.
Yo, cats are fucking trifling with their owners, dude. Some cats are like loving and almost have like a dog kind of quality about them, you know?
Yeah,
they
some
want
are fucking
to be petted and, you know, they want to play and things like that. But some cats are like, nah, don't touch me.
Get the fuck out of here.
You're just a human. You're lucky I'm here.
You're just a human. Yeah.
What would you do? They just walk around thinking, what would you do without me in your life?
Exactly. That's right.
Loser,
you need me far more than I need you. Oh, just scoop my shit for me once. Hey, fuck you. You're a fucking mentor attendant for cats.
In a bunker, you'd need a man from attendant, wouldn't you? You'd need them.
Hello, puss. What will be today? Yeah.
The food that would probably be the smartest, and I thought about this a lot. The food that would probably be the smartest to take in a bunker is like 100-pound bag of rice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because think about it, rice expands, right? And it expands a lot, so it doesn't take up a lot of space. 100-pound bag of rice is probably not even that big, and 100 pounds of rice could last for a long fucking time, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you're eating 1 cup of rice a day, it's still a good amount of rice, and it'll still last. I mean, 100 pounds of rice could last for a year if you're only eating a cup of rice a day.
Yeah, and if it's just you, I fucking love rice also.
But meats wouldn't be a smart thing to take in the bunker, for sure.
It could spoil.
Yeah. So you're kind of left with, like, rice, because that wouldn't go bad on its own. Potatoes would go bad on their own.
Yeah.
Vegetables might go bad on their own. Yeah, rice. Rice is like the only fucking thing you could take with you.
If you're looking at your rice and pasta, shit like that.
Dude, when COVID hit, I bought a 10-pound bag of rice.
Fucking nice. Who didn't?
That's why I said I thought about it a lot, because when COVID hit, I was like, fuck, what can I buy that would last if this shit really went wrong?
Right.
What would last?
Canned stuff.
Like Sarah said, canned stuff. Canned stuff would, like, if you have, vegetables in a can, shit like that. That's right.
Yeah.
But how long does canned stuff really last for? Because I know
it lasts for a while, but there's an expiration date.
Yeah. But it's like a couple of years or something like that.
Yeah, you'd have some time, I think. You'd have some time. Dried meat lasts a while. C says, yeah, that's true. Dried meat and jerky and shit like that.
Right. Dried fruits too. Yeah, things like that.
Anything dehydrated? Absolutely.
Yeah. Damn, no more things like chocolate milk in the bunker.
Yeah.
Damn, like no milkshakes.
Sure. Milk.
Damn, bro, that's what would hurt me the most, is not being able to eat ice cream or a milkshake, something like that. Or like having a legit
milk yourself. Oh God.
Milk yourself? What the fuck?
Drink your own milk.
What the fuck are you saying?
I need milk. I need milk.
You just evolved, just trying to fucking make it happen.
Oh, shit.
God gave me nipples for a reason. I'm gonna bloody use them.
Christ. Not for that, bro. This is what the sister's like, whoops. I gotta put something there. Shit like a dummy.
I suppose if you got cats down there or dogs down there, you could probably
you got milk. You got fucking milk if you got cats or dogs.
You bring a female dog to drink the breast milk from the dog.
Take a couple of bars of chocolate, you got your chocolate milkshake. You're sorted. What more do you want?
Yeah, damn, you're fucking creative, dude. That's some creative ass shit for sure. Goat milk. You can take goat. And you're not killing the goat or nothing. I mean, you know.
Until you need the fucking
meat.
meat.
Bunker and he died. If you're in the bunker for 5 years and he dies, you could have a meal with him.
Get a goat.
But goat milk, I heard people have goats to milk them and drink the goat milk.
I guess, but goats are fucking pricks too. Okay, tell you that.
Are they?
Oh fuck, they're bastards, man. Yeah, there you go. See, Sarah says goats eat trash and stuff. 2-for-1 deal. Yeah, they do. They'll eat anything you put in front of them, and they'll also break all your shit.
So it's like so the goats behave kind of like pigs. Pigs will eat anything.
But I think pigs have some sort of affection in their souls, and goats are just bastards.
Oh, okay. So they're just cold-hearted.
They're cold-hearted fuckheads is what they are, from what I
don't have like any domestication to them or anything like that.
There you go. See? Sarah says, I go to the petting zoo, tried to eat my shirt once. Exactly. And they'll just do that shit for no reason. How is that? What happened? Were you bent over too close to the pet and the goat's like, fuck you, yeah. Like, is that it? JB. Casually bend over in front of a goat and he'll go for a fly.
I've only had run-ins with like friendly, like take your kid to go pet the goat at the like festival carnival thing.
Yeah.
You know, when they got like a couple of goats, it's like the farm goat and the pig and a couple bunnies and maybe a llama, and like all the kids are, you pay to let the kids in there to pet the animals. So I've only had run-ins with like kind of friendly ones. I guess those goats are like trained to not fuck with humans, I imagine.
You can't fucking train a goat.
I was kneeling down with my daughter, and the goat just grabbed my shirt and started chewing on it.
I'm saying, man, assholes for no reason.
But I know that feeling. Like I took my daughter to the goat thing too, you know, and I did the whole thing, but he didn't try to eat my shirt.
See, llamas look so snobby.
Oh, totally. They're like,
Yes.
llama. I know a friend that's got a llama. The Lindsay from Cold, the bass player Cold,
Yeah.
was living not too far from here at in Fallbrook, California, and she was living in a house that had like a plot of land, and they had like a couple llamas there, and they might have had a goat too, a couple goats and shit like that.
That's cool. I'm like a super fan of Cold, so that's cool to me. I fucking love Cold. 13 Ways to Bleed on Stage is one of the best albums ever fucking conceived, and I will punch anyone watching this motherfucker right now if they disagree with me.
It is. And they're fucking. They write such meaningful songs and really powerful.
I know they've only had one bad album.
He had goats, and then I bent over a few times and immediately ended up eating dirt.
JB, I wish that you could somehow pull up the picture of you with that fucking emu, that big ass bird I saw you have at a petting zoo one time. That was funny. Just JB fucking holding onto this gigantic fucking bird. It's hilarious. Let's see if I can find it.
Oh man.
But yeah, goats are dicks. Petting zoos are crazy. It's just a false sense of security all the time. What about you, Jay? You ever get eaten by a goat?
I have never been eaten by a goat, mate. Never.
That's good.
I'll keep it definitely on my list of things to do at some point.
100%.
Yeah. I don't think I'll be bending down in front of any goats though, JB.
C asks, are you guys doing more of this kind of morning shows? You know what, C? I don't know. This is the first time I've ever done a live thing like this. Sarah was kind enough to show me the ropes on how to make it work. I wanted to talk to Christian tonight, and then we brought Jay in. So I had a good fucking time. I had a real good time doing it like this. So I'd do it again.
I'm looking for that picture of JB with the emu. I've got it here.
You have it.
I got it somewhere. I know I have. I'm just looking for it. I'm going to green screen that shit. It's going to be right behind me. If I can find it.
Do it. I'm trying to find it too. JB, text that to Jay right now. Send it to Jay right now.
I'm right on Twitter waiting, looking through my messages.
JB, send that to Jay right now and green screen that. Oh my god, I will die. That would be the funniest shit of all time. So that's LOL, he's gonna do it.
Yes. Yeah, JB.
Choose a more reasonable time though, Nicole says. I know, but it's like 1:45 in the morning for me right now. I thought I was being reasonable.
Come on.
8 a.m. Yeah. 8 a.m. for Nicole. JB is looking for it. Hilarious. This is going to be gold. This will be the funniest shit ever seen on the internet. If you can make this happen, Jay.
Oh, it'll happen. I just need the picture.
Oh, it's going to happen. Yeah, dude.
It's going to happen. Oh, do you know what? I got so many bloody Oh, what's this? No, it's not. It's just some. Aha! Hey, JB. Right. Let's see. Let's see if we can get this to work right. Here we go. Come on. Where are you?
Oh.
Oh. Oh, it's just killing me. Come on, where is it? The suspense. Where is it? I just saved it. Oh man. Oh, that's why. 1 second. Try that again. Joey, do something amusing while I'm looking.
I am amusing. Look at me, for God's sake. Cable guy? Steven, my lisp is gone. Oh, you stupid son of a bitch. I love that movie. God damn it.
Oh, why isn't it changing? Oh, come on. Don't be a twat.
Don't be a twat.
Don't be a twat. There it is. They won't let me upload it. Ah, I don't believe it. After all of that.
After all that, unreal.
Oh, man. I got the picture.
You've got the picture.
Oh, right there. I got to press a different button. That's why.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Ah, there it is. There we go. You ready? Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh, your mic's in the way.
Oh, JB, I feel like part of the team. Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. Now he.
There's a...
Boo this man. That's like being in between a rock and a hard place.
It is indeed.
That's amazing. Just leave that open so Christian can see when he comes back. He'll be like, what in the hell is happening?
I don't know if you can hear me.
Just tell me I had some friends over.
I don't know if you can hear me because the
Yeah,
mic's...
I can.
Yeah, that's right.
I can hear you.
There we go.
I can hear you.
There we go.
I'm getting a new mic here next week, I hope.
Oh, yeah, that looks pretty good, actually, on the...
2 J's and an emu.
I got
That's
a
awesome.
feeling, JB, it's some sort of film coming out of this. I can feel it in my bones. 2 J's and an emu. It's like, 5 kids in it, or 4 kids in it, or whatever it was called. Yeah, I like it.
I'm not familiar with that. That must be British.
What?
What?
I'm not sure, mate. I'm not sure. It might well be. What was that Doomsday Brothers you were talking about earlier on?
Doomsday Preppers.
Oh,
Doomsday
Preppers.
Preppers. Yeah.
Ah.
There he is. Look at this.
I had to restart my router.
Look at that fucking picture.
Yo, who the fuck is that?
This is Emu, and this is JB. JB, Emu, Christian.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Had a couple of friends over.
Just
3 minutes of
just chilling out,
Fuck, you preparing dinner there, bro?
I will be, but who do I eat first?
Obviously the emu.
No, it's not obvious. It's not.
And I guess if
Anything
you're
can
still
go.
hungry after that, I don't know what you...
Damn, man, you got an emu with you.
That is so funny to me. That is the greatest thing I've seen about a week and a half. Yeah.
If I get a little bit bigger, maybe. Oh, there we go.
Is that one of the options as the background? Or did you have to like put different things into the background?
No, you just sent me the picture and I uploaded the picture and just put it straight in.
No shit.
Yeah. Sorry, email. I'm being so rude. There we go. You could talk in the mic as well, little buddy.
Yes, we would.
Let me see. Where is this thing? Where's this button at? Let's see if I could figure this shit out. Where's that button at with the backgrounds?
If you look, you see cam stroke mic.
To the what? To the what?
If you look on the bottom of your browser, or close to the bottom, it should say mute, stop cam stroke mic. Yeah, if you click on the cog above the cam stroke mic.
I don't really. I have mute, stop cam mic, share screen.
That's the cam mic you want.
That's it.
Cam mic.
Yeah.
Oh, look, the green screen.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's my old ass laptop. Unfortunately, your browser, it's my browser. Please use Google Chrome. I don't know. I'm not a Google Chrome person.
No.
I got to eventually get it because even this browser, even the StreamYard, when I was logging back in, after I restarted the router, it was telling me, you'll have a better experience on this using Google Chrome. What are you guys using?
I'm using Google Chrome.
It probably works better. I probably need to download it.
This computer's a piece of shit, but that's fine. I'm doing my best. I'm getting a new fucking webcam in a couple of days too. I'm upgrading the motherfucker out of this right now. I'll tell you that.
I'm thinking about getting one of those new Mac M1s with the M1 chip in it.
Oh, look at you. Yeah, that'd be something. You could green screen all sorts of shit with that.
Yeah, I mean,
mainly emails though, because that's hilarious.
It's apparently like the most powerful computer, commercial computer that is out.
Shit,
they basically told Intel to go screw themselves. They were like, no, we don't want to use Intel chips anymore. We'll make our own chip.
Fuck. That's fucked up.
At least the Emu doesn't need diapers.
We've still got 7 people watching this fucking thing, and it's like 2 a.m. in Canada. At least where I'm at. It's midnight where Christian is, and it's what, 9, Jay? Where you're at?
10 to 8. 10 to 8.
10 to 8. Wow, you guys are dedicated. That's cool. She was asking if we're gonna do more shows like this, and I said, you know what? I had a fucking blast like this. I don't know. It was fun.
A live show?
Yeah.
Yeah. I fucking had fun, dude. But
I'd be done.
But I didn't have an emu with me. I'd have more fun if I had an emu.
Right.
Everything's more fun with an emu. When you got an emu alongside you, you could do anything. I feel so empowered right now.
You could like so empowered. You're like Scarface, man. This is your fucking favorite. You got like an emu right there. And JB.
I got my backup man, sorry. And I got my goddamn emu. What more do you want in life?
You need to, what you should do is do some video editing where you make, like, the movie Never Ending Story with Falcor, only it's an emu instead of Falcor.
Or JB. Which one? Yeah.
JB instead of Falcor. That's better. The emu can be that horse that a tree fucking drowns in the swamp the best.
Oh no! That's a sad part. That's one of the only parts in the film I've ever cried, almost.
Bastards.
God damn it. Goddamn nothing.
The...
Kick his ass.
Nothing. Yeah, that's right.
Coming out there with all his big teeth. I'm a wolf. Yeah, come on, princess. Let's party.
Let's go. I'm the nothing. It was so anticlimactic too when he came, right? It's like, dude, I thought you were like Galactus and shit. You're like a fucking worthless puppy.
You're a worthless puppy. Oh, thanks, Harry. I'll get a bit closer. There we go. That's
JB. Look at JB's hilarious. It's so funny. The emu can out of my back as I soar through the skies.
I can imagine JB moving through those streets, chasing those bullies with the emu on his back. Oh man. Class.
That's so funny. Nick says an emu wouldn't survive 5 minutes in my house. Those dogs are hungry.
Fuck, for real. Those dogs would be like, "What are you? What are you? What are you?"
It's meat. Emus are taller than me. I'm out. Yeah. Word up. Fuck that.
That's a cute sight though. Like dogs that don't know what the other animal is and seeing the dog like, what the fuck are you? Like when you see dogs on that like curious tip, like you're blowing my mind right now. What animal are you?
That's hilarious.
Oh man.
That's so funny. Jesus Christ. Fucking emus, man.
Fuck, man. What you guys got planned for tomorrow?
More nothing for me.
Nada?
What about you? I'm not doing shit.
Tomorrow I got some work editing to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's Sunday, so it'll probably be low key. I won't do too much shit.
Yeah. Jay's fucking cooking everything again. He's gonna cook that emu.
Mate, I am not joking you. If this emu was here now, it'd be having it. It would be the roast bird that's going in my 3-way. Yes, that would be lovely. Oh yeah.
What would you
Do they
say?
do they eat emu in Britain?
If
Or in
it's there,
Wales?
we can buy it. It tends to come from Australia and stuff. Yeah, we can buy it over here. Emu,
They'll
ostrich.
fucking eat anything we can get.
Yeah.
Right? You guys are
Yeah,
scavengers.
Yes. But we do it with class, and that's the magic.
No,
part.
you're classy as hell, but you'll eat weird shit. Right?
We eat. Well, I can only talk for myself, Joe. I eat anything. I don't give two shits what it is. Do you know, watching this these jungle things where they go out and they eat processed pig's balls and penis tips and things, I wouldn't give two shits. I'd be like, yeah, I'll eat it. Chuck it on the plate. What's wrong with you? But no, there's a fisheye. Oh God, you got to crunch it. Ew. Do you know what? That shit would be gone down my throat faster than you can say, yum. I'd do it. No problem. No issue.
What was that delicacy we invented? Was it like the fucking nipples of a cow just on like a stick, like a corn dog stick on the cow
nipple on a stick? Yes,
nipple on a stick. Yeah.
Nipple on a stick, because they look pretty as well because they got all the patterns of the cow. So, oh my God, yeah, it's just. But yeah, we got.
I bought you that motherfucker, and away you go.
Chewy, delicate. Simply nipply. Very nice.
Nipple tastes kind of gamey.
It's a bit rubbery, but fine.
Yes, I would definitely take these down into a bunker with me. I can still taste some milk. Excellent. Excellent. Oh dear me. Yeah,
that would be some shit. Bringing a cow in a bunker with you, having to milk the cow every day.
Yeah. And clean up the fucking shit every day.
For real. Nah, you got to do rice. Straight up rice in the bunker, bro.
Fucking logs of the fucking cow are like that. Huge.
Yeah, then you could put some seeds directly in it, though, because that's good fertilizer.
Right. Well, like that's why mushrooms are growing, right? They grow in fucking shit.
They are growing in stuff like that, yes.
Yep.
So you grow some nice tomato. You can have a pot.
You guys know about mushrooms? I know a thing or two about mushrooms.
Yeah, I know a couple things about mushrooms. Mushrooms a few times. It was always a good time for me.
Is that button mushrooms or closed cup mushrooms?
Yeah, that's right. The closed cup mushroom. Yeah. Not the other ones. Not the fun mushrooms at all.
Uh,
Fun
uh,
shrooms.
The fun shrooms. Oh dear.
I remember one time I just lost my goddamn mind. I was watching fucking Pink Floyd in my basement. It was fucking crazy. It was wild.
On shrooms? Damn,
Yeah.
that's a good experience right there.
It was insane. Yeah, it was awesome. It was good. Turned the lights out and had some weird light shit on the wall. It was fucking cool. Just tripped balls, just zoned in for like 3 hours. It was so good.
Oh man, I remember when I used to trip, it was during a time where I had Iron Maiden posters all over my walls.
Well, good for you. That's brave.
And I mean, tripping on an Eddie, bro, was something else. He already looked like he was melting, you know. I mean, but Eddie on acid is like some other shit.
Yeah.
I might be the only one that's ever said that, but it needs to be said, dude. If you taking acid and looked at Iron Maiden posters, you fucking saw some shit.
Yeah. I've done acid a couple times too. It's that's fun. Well, thank you for changing that background back. I was just trying to think what it would be like looking at that fucking emu on acid. I'd have to hang myself. That would be too much. But I remember one time I did acid by myself. You know, this is one of those recreational drugs you should do in like the safety of numbers, and I did it by myself one time. I did more than I should have, and I was just fucking zooed for like 2 days probably. It was crazy. It was fucked up.
I tripped by myself before. It's fun, you know. It
starts off fun until but it can take a turn pretty quick, can't it?
It could. I was in one situation once that was kind of scary. We had gone to Tompkins Square Park in New York, or maybe it was Washington Square Park. I can't remember. Some dude was like, selling. I was like 20, 21 at the time, 19 maybe. And I was with friends. Some dude was selling acid at Tompkins Square Park. And we bought a sheet from him it had like 10 tabs on it, 5 and 5 across. And so we were like, yo, we got these. And the guy sold them to us for $1 a tab.
That's a good price.
So, right off the bat, we were like, this shit must be
cheap shit.
But if it's only $10 for 10 tabs, fuck it, we only lose $10. Yeah. So we took the risk on it and we bought it. And we each ate a tab, and the shit didn't hit us. And we lived in New Jersey, which means we had to take a subway and a bus to go back home. So we took a tab, it didn't hit us. And then we were like, well, this shit must be fake. Let's start heading back home. We were like, let's try another tab. Maybe it's just not potent. So we took another tab, and the shit hit when we were in the bus, packed with people. Packed. I mean, in New York City, going from what's the bus station on 42nd and 8th Avenue, Port Authority. Going from New York City, Port Authority, through the Lincoln Tunnel to New Jersey, with about 150 people in the bus, all the seats taken, every standing room taken, nobody saying a word to each other, because it was all people that just got off of work. Nobody knows each other. They're just going home.
You were fucking dead. Yeah.
Dude, it was dead silence in a room where 150 people are squeezed together, and I knew I was in a tunnel and couldn't press stop to let me out of the bus. That's yeah.
That's
Thank
crazy.
God the ride was short, because as soon as the bus pulled out of the Lincoln Tunnel, we were all like, ding, 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 like, let us out. We wanted out of that thing so bad, bro. That was the only time where I was like, it could have gone wrong or something, or like, the trip would have gone bad or something like that. But we were lucky we got out of there and we didn't, have to stand with somebody like this next to you.
Oh, like, fuck that. Fuck that. Yeah.
Right? Now you know what I'm talking about. Complete strangers just all around you, like this close to you.
Dude. I felt like that the last time I did it, when it was like, it's like 10 years ago. and I was like chilling in my basement, and I had the lights off. I couldn't decide if it was better if I had the lights off or the lights on. So I'll just take the lights off. It's fine. Turn the lights off, and like all the furniture in the room made me think there was people downstairs with me. And I was like, oh fuck that! There's too many people down here. It's like couches and shit. And I'm like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. So I just like fuck off into the city, walking around by myself like a fucking moron. It's not like the safest city in town or whatever, but it was fine. And then I remember I came back and I had to listen to Round Here by Counting Crows on a loop for like 8 fucking hours. That's all I could do. I just got stuck. I was like sat at the fucking computer like this. Just fucking zoning into that fucking song. And my roommate came downstairs in the morning. He like tapped me on the shoulder and I just like took my headphones off, turned around and hugged him. I was like, oh god. It's been such a long night. I was like, oh, that's stupid. Never doing that shit again. Yeah. I couldn't move. I was stuck. I was like, I'm fucking stuck here. That's it.
One time, the scariest experience I ever had tripping is a good one. We went camping to the middle of the woods. It was like a cabin in the middle of the woods. There was no other house.
A cabin in the woods?
Yeah, there was no other house for like a mile, 2 miles down the road.
Oh my god!
So we went camping and we decided, okay, tonight we're going to trip. So we took some acid. And then I don't know what made us decide this, but we were like, let's go walk in the woods in the darkness. When we were tripping, let's go walk in the woods in the darkness.
It's a fucking good call.
So get this, there was this little trail. Right next to the house was a little trail that you could take. And during the daytime, we knew the trail. We had taken the trail, so we knew it went to a lake that was like a mile away or some shit like that. It was like a pond or a lake. So we were like, let's go walking in the woods at night. We start walking on the trail. After like 5 minutes of walking, I see these 2 little neon beads from like far, far away. And I see like 2 little lights. And they're going like this, coming closer and closer.
Fuck that, dude.
And I'm like, I'm about to die while I'm tripping. Some fucking bear is about to kill us all, and we're all tripping. Dude, you have no idea. And it was like the 2 neon, it was 2 eyeballs that were like running closer and closer and closer. All of us were ready to shit our pants. We didn't know what the fuck it was. As far as we knew, it was an animal that was getting ready to kill us. So we had to come to terms with possibly having to die while we were on acid. All right? And what it would feel like to be chewed by an animal while you're tripping and you fucking die. This fucking thing got closer and closer and closer. It was just some big ass fucking dog that wanted to play. As soon as he saw it, he was like bouncing on us, like come on, let's play.
Which is still crazy when you're high, yeah.
It was just somebody's dog that like got out of a yard and like saw us and was like, "There's people, let's go." But I was like, "Shit, we're so, dude." That was like the scariest moment because I really in my head was like, "I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die."
What the fuck do you do?
This animal's gonna eat us.
You're gonna be fucking eaten alive by something right now. It might be a scorpion for all I know. Fuck it.
Teenage kids go tripping in the woods, get eaten by bear. You know what I mean? Fuck.
That's the fucking headline, yeah. Jesus Christ. That's funny. That's hilarious.
But other than that, you know.
Business as usual.
Shit, like
normal shit.
bugging out, a lot of thinking. I remember we used to trip and go to the New Jersey cliffs to just look at New York City the whole night. And we would literally hang out from like 10 p.m. to like 4 a.m. just sitting at the edge, you know, of the cliffs, looking at all of the New York City skyline. We used to think the craziest shit, dude. Like, oh, what if a comet just comes and fucking explodes the whole city? What would you do? You know? We used to just think the craziest, stupidest shit.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's so cool if you know, because you always, I like doing those drugs because it was always like an experience. You always took a lesson from it after or something. If you got into one of those deep thought patterns,
yeah,
it's like totally philosophical fucking soul searching, thinking shit. Fuck yeah.
Well, yeah. And you know, people can say, oh, you did drugs when you were younger. It's like,
yeah, but I didn't. Yeah.
Psychology. It's an alternate psychology, first and foremost. It's just an alternate psychology.
Yeah.
It's all it is. Some people like to experience alternate psychologies.
Some don't.
Some people don't. They don't, you know. But some people crave to, like, what does it feel like to be outside of my normal conditioned thinking, you know, because everything that we think is so conditioned. I think when you take hallucinogenic drugs, and they're starting to do a lot of research into this, and they're starting to even do research on mushrooms for PTSD and shit like that. Yeah. I do think that placing yourself in a completely different psychological dimension that you would have never been able to do without this makes you release some kind of stress or some kind of, you know, let's just call it something bad you've been carrying, because I don't know what it could be. I don't know how to explain it. But I did feel every time I came out of a great trip. You
felt like you could fucking breathe again.
Like something was like I was letting go of something really bad that was inside, or, you know, or I don't know how to call it, but it just feels like that. It feels like you're totally, you know, it almost feels like you could experience the oxygen going into your lungs.
Sounds you feel like
something that's bizarre to even think about.
Yeah. Sounds like you feel like before you do them, you feel like maybe you can take a breath to like hear something, and something's tight in your chest, and then when you come up, it's like,
yeah,
that's good.
I remember the best thing was also like if you stay up all night watching the sun come up.
Yeah, that was tight.
And that always felt like the cycle is beginning again, and you know, I'm no longer hallucinating. It's a new day. What am I going to do with this day? The next day you always felt exhausted, you know,
tired. Yeah.
But you definitely, I always felt like if the right amount of hallucinogens are taken, and if they're experienced with the right people, it's an extremely therapeutic environment to be in. Yeah. For anyone, and I imagine if someone went through some heavy ass shit, it could mean like having a bad trip at first and having to go through that experience and that acceptance of, you know, you're not in control and this is something you can't change, so you have to accept it, and perhaps in that freak out moment you probably let go of a lot of the shit that you may hold within yourself. But I think there's a future for hallucinogenic drugs, man, you know. And I hate to be like the guy, I'm not like pushing it as a drug, but as like a therapeutic mental psychological healing medicine. I think it's got something. It may not be for everybody, but it's got something.
Because you can microdose mushrooms now, right?
Yeah, and you could microdose acid too. You could microdose mescaline if you wanted to, you know. Yeah. But you know, mushroom is the more natural thing to do for sure. Or peyote. Yeah. I know a lot of tribes still do peyote as a ritual, as a spiritual kind of growth, you know, where you get to a certain age and you have to go through a peyote experience. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It'd be great if they did like if they did research into people that have taken hallucinogenics and what kind of personalities do they have now?
Yeah.
Because I imagine if you're like some psycho and you take hallucinogenics,
probably wind it down a little bit.
Bring out the psycho in you. It might bring out the psycho in you.
Right.
Because if you're really a psycho and you can't control yourself being a psycho at some points, it would probably bring it out in you. But people that are peaceful, man, it's a totally different experience.
Yeah.
And it really is like a relief that it brings on. But, you know, who knows? It's probably dangerous in some other way. And who the fuck knows? They used to say that in the 70s, they were saying that, acid puts, you know, it puts holes into your brain. And I don't know if they technically meant that, but maybe it cancels out certain part of your brain if you do it too much or something. I don't know.
I don't know. I guess it could, but I know it stays in like your spinal fluid for a long time. You can still have flashbacks even if you once.
Oh, look, that's a good reference he made.
What JB said, yeah.
Yeah. For me, it was that it separated me from my ego, and that carried on in life after tripping. Yeah, that's really a good reference because it does. Maybe that's what it is. Every time you trip and you go through this intense experience, and you realize certain things mentally. You probably do disconnect from your ego a little bit.
Yeah,
I could see that, being possible for sure. Because it does. Because when you hallucinate, man, and you're in nature, it's like next level.
Yeah.
When you hallucinate and you hold a rabbit, it's like next level. Like you could feel the rabbit's breathing. You almost feel like you could hear the rabbit's heart beating. Even if you hold, I had ferrets, and I remember I would hold my ferret and be like, holy fuck. This thing is alive.
Are you sure it was the ferret?
Yeah. How did this fucking ferret get in here?
Wait, I don't have a ferret.
Whose fucking ferret is this?
Ferret.
Who are you? Yeah.
Who are you?
What's your
What
name?
do you want?
Answer me. Who sent you?
Who sent you?
But no, you're absolutely right. Though it's a higher level of operating. I would say it's operating at a higher frequency because you are totally in tune with all that, for sure.
Yeah. I feel like you do come in tune. Especially, I used to love to, experience alternate psychology and go into nature, or like just sit in the woods, or like go camping, or play with animals, things like that. I always thought it made the experience intense, and afterwards it felt rewarding in some kind of way. Maybe I didn't understand it then, but looking back now, I'm like, well, it gave me different perspectives on things that I wouldn't have had. That's for certain.
Yep. Yeah, that's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to for sure, man. It's all about getting perspective that you don't necessarily get if you don't try to tap into that alternate psychology.
Sure. And there's a lot of people that say, that back in the days when they like were writing the Bible and shit like that a lot of people were tripping. There's people that swear that there was a lot of hallucination going on, and some people may argue with you that Moses was hallucinating when he saw the fire in the bush, on Mount Sinai.
Yeah.
Some people may argue that. Some people that are in like the hallucinogenic community. That'd be cool as fuck, huh? To find out Moses was just tripping, bro.
Dude, Moses was fucking partying.
Moses was tripping balls. There was no burning bush, bro.
He was burning the fucking bush all right, that motherfucker, for about 4 weeks straight. Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's a good tweet right there. Like, what if Moses was just tripping?
There you go. That's you, Christian. You got that. What if Moses was just tripping?
All the cancel me the next day.
What if Moses was tripping? Check out my album.
Oh no! You know what would happen to me?
What?
No, my friggin' ex would be like, "Look, see what he does."
I told you he's a bastard. Yeah.
How can he have custody? He used to party when he was 20.
It's like 20 years ago. Yeah, who didn't?
Oh dear. So all you need is, remember we were talking about those venues with the worst toilets. Now imagine they've given you a couple of shrooms on entry. There you go, lads. Have some fun. those toilets. They
Oh,
would have
dude.
been.
Having to accept that you got to take a shit tripping in one of those bad bathrooms is probably, yeah, that could be a bad experience in itself.
It could be. It could be.
That's
You might go into a
same
bad
kind
trip.
Same kind of fear you had thinking you'd be eaten by a fucking bear. On that. I'm gonna take a dump, tripping balls in this place. I'm gonna fucking die in here.
You know that they did the fucked up thing, man, right? Because you think, all right, we're back on the bathroom. But look, in the bathroom, right, you think you got the sink, you can wash your hands after you're done. As long as you don't touch it, you wash your hands. But they've done research that says the drying objects in bathrooms, like, you know, the hand dryer, the air dryer hand thing, apparently that has like a shitload of fecal matter, and it's blowing fecal matter on your hand. And they've done research where they say you're better off washing your hands and air drying it. Don't try to grab a napkin out of the napkin dispenser, because they're all contaminated, and definitely do not use a hand air dryer.
Yeah,
Which you think, like, fuck, the hand air dryer was made to be more sanitary, and this thing is just blowing shit all over your hands.
And you go and grab yourself a burger and you tuck right into that bad boy.
I hope that guy's not making more inventions.
Yeah, that's fine. This is gonna blow shit all over this person. Fuck him. Like,
Imagine that's how they sold it. Like, they would have never sold one. We got this thing that after you wash your hands, it puts shit on your hands again.
Oh, well, then they'll have to wash their hands again, won't they? Yeah. Oh.
You can imagine them in the board meeting. I tell you what would be a good laugh. I tell you what would be really funny. I got this invention, right? People wash their hands, and then we give them this thing. We tell them it's sanitary, and then they get shit all over their hands. Now, what would that be for a laugh?
Joke's on them.
Joke's on them. They got shitty fingers.
That probably, I'd imagine it comes from the people that don't use soap and then just use water, and then they put their hands in the thing, and then the air is just blowing water with shit from your hands all over the thing in there.
Yeah.
I have to imagine that's what it is.
It's the guys that don't wash their hands at all.
Shit, guys. I didn't mean to go from toilets
to
the actual stuff that goes in the toilet.
That's
okay. That's okay. It's all part and parcel of the same thing. It's all
right.
in context.
That's right.
You
don't just judge people so
I
hard.
like what JP said right here. Mushrooms are sort of the nervous and immune system of the planet. So we eat that and become encoded by it. Dude, I'm a believer in that kind of shit. You know, I mean, if I told you my spiritual belief, you'd probably call me crazy, but I believe that we were conscious beings for millions of years, but we couldn't experience emotion because we didn't have a physical being to experience it through. And by eating from the earth and eating, you know, little by little, eating from the earth and eating from the earth, we became a living physical being that's just an extension of the earth, technically. But I do believe we were conscious beings first, and we took on the physical being out of this desire to have feelings. Because you can only, as a conscious being, you can't feel, you know? You can't have feelings. You can't experience love or sadness or even hate or anything like that. And I guess that in having done so, and if you extend that belief into, okay, so we ate animals as well, and we took on some animal instincts as well as humans, it feels like it could be relevant, you know? I just don't know how. The mind is so complex. That's the thing. I think we've talked about this, that the mind is so complex that it's almost, it'd be almost impossible to say that we've gotten to this point without any consciousness. So the question would go back to, what is consciousness? Where does it come from? Right. I think all fucking human life shit goes back to that. All of it. What is consciousness? Because the physical being, we could explain all sorts of ways, like I just did, you know? We ate and took on from the earth, so we became this thing. We became an animal, you know? But But consciousness, fuck, man, that's a deep ass thought that even a doctor would be like, we don't really know yet. We think it comes from here, you know, because the pineal gland does this, and we think it comes from somewhere here, there, in the brain, but they can't give an exact answer. They don't know.
Yeah.
And some doctors would suggest that consciousness, the source of consciousness, is somewhere else, and we are just basically like the TV that's playing the consciousness, that's making the consciousness reality in our heads.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that theory before.
I do think it's a really interesting subject, actually, but I don't want to get too much into that with myself because I could talk for quite a while on.
It is a good topic, though.
It is a fantastic topic. Really, really good. Really good. I've done some looking into it as well, and yeah, it's so massive, and it just makes so much sense as well to certain things. Anyway.
100%.
It does. The consciousness.
Consciousness. That's good.
I gotta drop it, Joe. I'm so sorry. I gotta drop this in. Vicario.
No.
I had to do it. I'm sorry. Sorry, Christian. I had to fit one in somewhere. I had to. It's the goddamn law.
It's the goddamn law. Yeah. I don't know. I can't believe we had people stick around this whole fucking time. You guys are champions.
For real, we're going on. Look, 2 hours and 15 minutes already.
And you guys stayed the whole time. That's ridiculous. Good for you.
Yeah.
Should we do this again sometime then?
Yeah. Let's set it up, man. For sure. Maybe we could do like a New Year's one.
Ooh.
You know, that's if you guys don't have some massive New Year's party.
Yeah.
I know that last New Year's I slept through the New Year, and this year wound up being fucking.
Right. So it's your fucking fault. You fucked
So
us
I'm
up.
not sleeping through this New Year. That's all I know.
All right, let's do that. Let's do it. I won't have any plans.
If we bring the New Year in laughing,
Yeah.
we'll have a funny ass year.
I hope funny haha not. Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, I'm down. Let's set it up, man. I'll think something fun to do.
Well, this is pretty fun.
Maybe I'll get a near beer. We'll do a cheers with a near beer.
Oh, that'd be nice. What's that?
What is that? Brown and blonde?
Blonde beer. That is a near beer, my friend.
That's dedication right there, bro.
So I said it wasn't the taste of booze that was the problem for me. It was the alcohol.
It's like you're telling the beer, like, I'm not shallow. I like you for who you really are.
Yeah, I like the taste, and I think that you're better than the mean person you make me. So I'm still gonna stick with it.
I don't love you just for the feeling. I like you for who you really are.
You're more than that. Yeah. You're so much more than that to me. You're also tasty.
Have you ever had Yingling beer?
No, what is this Yingling stuff? You people I saw it. Was it on Twitter the other day where you guys are teeing off with this Yingling beer?
It's because it's so good. I swear to God, I'm not even like a beer drinker. I'm not even like a beer connoisseur, nothing. But the one time I drank a Yingling, I was like, holy fuck, this is like the perfect beer. It literally was the perfect beer. And then when I learned that it was the first ever beer recipe, first ever American beer recipe, North American recipe for beer. And it made sense because it's like, oh, well, I mean, they would have made it as best as it could taste back then, and we'd probably fucked some things up since then, you know?
It's like, yeah, okay. Made by monks and shit, or what? Like, what is the fucking deal?
I don't know. But they still sell it, and they still have the original recipe. It's still the original recipe. They haven't changed anything from it.
Wow.
And it really is the best tasting beer I've ever had in my life.
Noted. Jay's trying to buy a box right now.
You better believe it. I'm looking right at it. Established in 1829 by T.G. Yingling and Son.
Curbside pickup.
Okay, box en route. Let's sort this shit out right now. There we go.
See how good this really is. Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah. That's hilarious.
But yeah, man, let's do one for New Year's if you want. It's up to you guys. We could do one for New Year's, or we could also do like a New Year's Day. Yeah. Like, what is the New Year gonna feel like once you're in it?
Yeah,
or we could bring in the year laughing, man.
I'm down for either of those, whichever. We'll figure it out. But I think we should.
Oh my word! Sorry guys. I've just been having a look because I was interested with Yingling beer being around since 1829 for America. What was the oldest UK beer? And it's a brewery.
You brought that up. I want to know, what is it?
I'm gonna tell you. I am gonna tell you right now. Right? It's called Shepherd Neame, which is Britain's oldest brewery, and it's been around since 1698.
Wow, is that in Nottingham?
I don't know. I'm gonna find out though. Kent.
Find out for me.
Kent.
Yeah. Because I went. You know the castle in Nottingham?
Yeah.
Across the street from the castle in Nottingham is the oldest British pub. And they've kept the entire inside the way that it was, like, I don't know, 300-400 years ago. I don't know how many hundreds years ago, but I remember also at that pub they had like this is one of the first, English beers ever made. It might have been that. Maybe they were selling that there.
That's crazy. I know. In you're not gonna. Well, you probably laugh at this. Two things. First off, in Newport, we've got a pub called the Murringer, and it's the original. It's an original like pirates pub, right? And it dates back to the late 17th century, early 18th century. It's nuts. It's everything in there is old as whatever. Like, but
do they have the swinging hook game? They have like the steel circular, with a hole in it, and you throw it, and it has to hook on a wall.
Do you know what they probably did have at some stage, but most of the times I've been in there, I've been like dancing on tables and stuff, so I don't really take in much of the surrounding area. But you know what? I'm gonna have a word with Rob. Rob's the owner of it. I'm gonna find out if they've got it there and if they had it.
Bring it back.
Yeah, because I know in the Nottingham pub. It's one. I don't know if it was Nottingham or it had to have been Nottingham. I'm trying to remember, but they had that game there, but nobody was playing. I was the only idiot that wanted to try to get to hook the circle on the wall. I was the only idiot that wanted to do it. The pirate in me came out, or whatever.
Oh, let it out. Let it flow. Just let it flow.
Newport. That's Captain Morgan country, isn't it?
It is Captain Morgan country. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, we had a lot of pirates in Newport. And the other one as well, up until recently, there was pubs you could go to in Newport where you'd sit on a beer barrel amongst sawdust and drink beer. I'm serious. You drink beer on a beer barrel. You'd sit on a beer barrel and drink your beer. And there'd be sawdust on the floor because it was that sort of place. And anyone from Newport knows what I'm talking about. The trout. Goddamn trout.
Fucking trout.
It was a pub, Joe. It was a pub in Newport.
Have you heard of Skindred?
Yes.
Skindred up in Newport.
That's right.
Yeah.
I was watching a documentary on fucking Captain Morgan the one night, and I was like, oh yeah, he was from Newport. I was like, Jay and my buddy Zero are from Newport.
Really? Captain Morgan was from Newport?
Yes. The rum. You know the guy from the rum bottle.
Captain Morgan rum. That's from fucking Jay's city.
No shit.
Yeah. They're brothers, man.
Yeah, he was Welsh,
Literally. I'm sure if we checked out the DNA, we'd be related somewhere down the line. I can feel it.
Isn't Zero fucking like a cousin somehow?
I think Zero is probably the Cabana boy that was on board. Some relation to the Cabana boy, I feel. I'm joking, Zero, if you're listening. No, you,
It's Boxing Day. He's not. But if you are, I love you. Merry Christmas, buddy.
Merry Christmas, buddy. But yeah, mate, some of the stories you'd hear about some of the stuff that happened in Newport was sick back in the day.
Crazy. Yeah.
I know, really nuts. And do you remember? Do you know?
It's on Prime, Christian, the documentary.
What?
Check it
What?
out, Christian.
The documentary about Captain Morgan I was watching was on Prime.
The other day you told me of a documentary, and I forgot what the hell it was.
Oh, totally under control.
Okay. Yeah. I gotta watch that. I didn't get a chance to watch it, and then I forgot what it was, and I was all pissed. I was like, "Fuck no, I can't watch it."
It's like, send me a message. I could have reminded you. Why can't my brain work? Oh, fuck it. Guess I'm not watching shit. Stupid me.
I'll just draw something. I have to learn my lesson.
That'll teach me not to fucking remember anything. Just potent, not watching the movie you want to watch. Okay.
But yeah, I might watch it now. Was it totally under control?
Yeah.
I might watch it. I like a good documentary to like put me to like bedtime mode.
I know. Yeah.
Anybody else watch documentaries that like, it's like a good bedtime thing where the guy's talking very softly, kind of putting you to sleep, and he's explaining to you all the issues in the documentary.
It's like
That
David
was the
Attenborough.
second time he killed himself. Yeah.
You ever listen to David Attenborough and his voice is so?
Relax.
I know. It's just like, oh, David, put me to sleep, buddy. Put me to sleep.
Yeah.
Just get
It has to be
comfy on your
specifically
chair.
Planet Earth.
BBC has some badass documentaries, bro.
I know.
100%. Planet Earth. I love that shit. I love watching
female. And as he gets his big ding-a-ling out, he tickles the back to entice her. And you're like, oh, God, David, this is wonderful stuff. David.
She eats him. That is the way of nature.
The female praying mantis then beheads the partner, but he was smiling at the time. It was fine. He wanted that to happen. Oh, David, you read such a fantastic story. Oh, wonderful.
JB, I listen to a lot of YouTube creepypasta to sleep.
A lot of what?
Creepypasta on YouTube. I haven't watched any of that shit yet, JB, because some of it just sounds
What
too
is that creepypasta?
Creepypasta.
I'm gonna look now.
He's gonna send us a link now, you guys, and you're gonna click on it, and it's gonna be fucked up. Don't do it.
I'm looking already. It's too late.
Shit.
Creepypasta. Scary stories and original horror creepypasta.
I don't do horror, man.
That's also a good sleeping mode stuff, like a horror movie that isn't too intense.
Oh, like that one you were watching the one night of the light bulb
Nightmare
people
on Elm Street.
eating the 60-watt light bulbs or something, whatever the fuck it was called.
And I mean, shit, we know that Netflix has got plenty of sleepy fucking horror movies in there. You put it on and you're like, oh, I feel tired all of a sudden.
I don't even make it through the opening credits half the time when I finally have time to sit down and watch a movie. It's like, tonight's the night. The only series I've been able to watch is The Mandalorian. That was the show.
What a show.
I haven't watched that yet, man, but people...
Oh, got my Disney Plus log. I'll fucking hook it up.
Oh, my God.
I haven't watched it yet. I'll eventually get to it. Like, when I got turned on to Narcos, Aru turned me on to Narcos. Yeah. And once I got turned on to Narcos, I had to watch all the seasons. Like, I had to know what was going to happen. You know? And after I did that, I don't even know how people can watch shows weekly now. And you have to, like, wait to find out what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I almost like watching shows after they already figured out and the ending's already there, and I'll just watch the whole thing on some, like, binge, watch the whole day. I'll know how it began. I'll know how it ended. It's the most efficient way of getting the information from the movie.
Agree. I hated waiting. I hate waiting for like a week to watch something else.
But I heard the Mandalorian ending was amazing. Even people were posting on Facebook like, I cried.
JP says right here, when you get to the season 2, I'll just post it. Yeah, when you get to the season 2 Mandalorian finale, it's okay to cry. It is.
I saw some friends that were like, this is the most emotional I've been for a movie in my entire life. Something like that. Some people were like, I just straight up cried. When I saw that, I was like, damn, I gotta watch this sometime. If it's that intense, I really gotta get to it.
It's intense. I love it. It's fucking awesome. You'll be happy you did. Yeah. That's something positive. That's something positive. Do that by the new year.
Positive? Something else positive?
What, Jay?
Pull it in, lads. Pull it in. Let me tell you. What? Karate Kid. The Cobra Kai. Oh yeah.
It's back.
Yeah. Season 3 now is coming in January, a week earlier. So hopefully soon we'll have that too.
Aru told me that Cobra Kai is awesome too.
Oh mate.
I only watched 2 episodes.
Oh my god.
And then I forgot.
Oh what? No. Do you know what? As a kid, I always wanted to kick Daniel LaRusso's ass. I always wanted to kick his ass so much.
Yeah, but yeah. See that fucking you watch him do that stupid fucking kick he does, like I'd have broke his goddamn neck right there.
Here's the crane kick. Yeah, all right then, princess. You're gonna break your toe on my face. I can tell you that much for nothing.
Here's the crane kick. Here's my fucking forehead to your nuts. Fuck you. What's he?
It's when he looks at Mr. Miyagi and he's like, and you're thinking, what the bloody hell are you doing? Just get on with the fight, for God's sake. God damn it.
It's like, no, Dad, don't kill him with your crane kick. I gotta. Okay.
The best part of Karate Kid was when the guy fixed his broken leg with his warm hands. Remember this?
That's it.
And when I was a kid, I was like, oh shit, he fixed his leg. He's going to fuck him up now. And then you get older and you're like, that motherfucker can't fix no leg with his warm hands.
Mr. Miyagi.
What a man.
Did you ever watch Pat doing stand-up? The guy that played Mr. Miyagi. He was a stand-up comedian and a comedian actor.
No.
I did actually. He is fucking hilarious.
He was really good. They didn't want him to play Mr. Miyagi.
No.
They didn't want him to play him.
He was a comedian?
He was a comedian before he was Mr. Miyagi.
No shit.
I know.
Pat Murari? What was his name? Pat?
Yeah.
What? Pat Murari.
Murari. Yeah. Or something like that. I can't pronounce his surname. But, so I'll just agree. Yeah. That's it.
I think it was.
But yeah, he's a stand-up comedian. He was really good, really quite amusing, and very quick-witted as well.
Sorry, JP. This says, you'll see it. That reminds me of the. I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah, well, they tried. I've seen a video actually, JP, saying that the real bully was Daniel LaRusso. He was the real bully. And Johnny was just a regular guy just trying to get on with life. But Daniel's tried to steal his girlfriend. You know, he picked a fight with him. He soaked him in water when he was in the toilet. He was the bully, Daniel LaRusso. And that's why I want to kick his ass. No, it's not. I just didn't like him. He just got on my tits and my cow nipples.
My cow nipples.
You know, when I look at Daniel LaRusso, all I see is a target. I just see a target on his face. And I feel like I just need to let it go. Just like, take that, Daniel LaRusso, in your bloody what was it? He was in a shower, wasn't he? He was hiding in the shower. Freak. I did like the Karate Kid though. I thought they were quite good. Just not Daniel LaRusso. Just not Daniel.
Fuck you, Daniel.
Yeah, Daniel. Come over here with your crane kick. Daniel son.
Daniel son.
Wax on, wax off. JB, I wanted to stick Daniel's head in the toilet.
Yeah, JB. You and me, JP, we'll take him down. We'll find him.
In the toilet at the Blue Note in Columbia, Missouri.
Toilet at the Blue Note.
I have to drop in a couple of mushrooms down his gullet. Oh, that would be excellent.
I'll show him.
I'll show him.
Fuck, imagine tripping on mushrooms and having to have your head shoved in the toilet. Just know that tripping on mushrooms is everything is times 10. So just, you know.
Is that a fucking... Okay, yeah. So one time I was doing acid, driving with my buddy, and like the street looked like we were driving into a fucking lake. I was like, what are you doing? I was like, what? I was like, that's a whole fuckload of water up there, bro. Just like it had rained and it was like the way the light it was fucked up. But I was so fucking zooted. I was like, we're gonna fucking die right now, aren't we? It's like, what are you talking about? I was like, don't do it. No, don't. Oh my fuck. Oh, we're okay. All right, fine. A lot of dumb shit like that. So yes, I can imagine being drowned in a fucking toilet would be terrifying.
We're back on toilets.
JB.
Getting your head shoved in the toilet while tripping is definitely an alternate psychology.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit.
You flushed your ego.
I discovered my true self at the bottom of a toilet.
I mean, that feeling of kneeling and like feeling like you're gonna puke because you drank so much, and kneeling by a toilet because you know you don't want to get puke anywhere else but in the toilet. That
Pray
feeling
to the porcelain gods.
Worst feeling ever.
Yeah, I hate that.
That's probably what made me like, you know, stop drinking the way I was. Just because I was like, that literally is the worst feeling, having to like puke from having drank too much alcohol. And some people say, but you throw up and then you feel better. But with me, it was never like that. I would throw up and I still would like, you know, be wasted and the room is spinning. I guess the spinning room is what really fucking does me in, where I'm like, that shit is just too dangerous, bro.
I can't do this. I can't do it anymore. One too many nights like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's some shit when you got me saying that acid is safe, but being wasted drunk is fucking dangerous.
People that say you feel better after puking are liars. That's right, sir.
They are. It's true. That's straight up fake news, bro. You feel better after puking.
Fake news. That's some bullshit. Usually after I puke, I have a fucking nap for 12 hours.
And then like the professional drinkers would be like, yeah, I throw up and then I could drink more after I come back. And I'd be like,
you're an asshole. You fucking idiot. Yeah, no, you can't. I hate that shit.
But I told you, I learned my first alcohol lesson, like the first time I got drunk ever. I learned the lesson right away of what alcohol could do to you, because I got wasted. I drank, it was off Southern Comfort, and I wound up puking the Southern Comfort, which was like a traumatic experience, bro. That shit was like the worst alcohol that you could fucking be way too drunk on and have to throw up is Southern Comfort, without a doubt.
Oh, I still like Southern Comfort.
You like? I mean, it you know, it has a good flavor, but on the way out, bro, that's like some other next level shit.
Oh, mate, Southern Comfort's so expensive. I'd rather not bring it back out. I'd keep it down as long as I possibly could.
Is it expensive there?
It's really expensive, yeah. Southern Comfort, Jack Daniels, any sort of spirit like that.
What is it worth?
What's it worth?
Yeah, what does it cost in your currency?
It used to be like I don't know, it was about £2.50, £3 a shot. A short measure in the pub. Works out as, what's that, about $5, $6, something like that.
Yeah. I mean, for a bottle, what's a bottle of Southern Comfort?
Oh, for a bottle. If I go from the supermarket, it's around about 22 £22, I think, £23. If you buy it from anywhere else, you're looking at probably. Well, I used to buy them in the pubs, sometimes, and they'd be like 50, 60 quid for a bottle.
Jesus
Yeah, I mean,
Christ.
that's like what? That's like almost like $40, right? That's like 38,
$40.
37, $40 around there.
Yeah,
That
Yeah,
is
booze
what
is
the
cheaper.
bottle here is like what? The Southern Comfort bottle in the US is like what, 20, 22, 23 bucks or something?
Booze is way cheaper in the States.
Wow.
Yeah, they want to keep you drunk as fuck in the US, bro.
I was in North Dakota one time, and I could not believe how fucking cheap the booze was. It was ridiculous. I went fucking bananas. It was great. I went to fucking Walmart. I bought all the booze I could fucking carry for like $30. I was like, fuck that. That's awesome.
When I was traveling, I used to buy booze at the duty frees.
Yeah, duty frees, that's the place to go too. Yeah.
And I mean, the booze is fucking cheap as fuck at a duty free, dude.
You're not paying for fuck all. Yeah, that's right.
No, we get taxed on top of it then, yeah. We get taxed on top of tax. Yeah. They
We
brought
do
in
too up here.
Have you ever heard of sugar tax?
No.
I am serious. In the UK, we have sugar tax.
On beer booze.
What does that mean?
Anything with sugar in, just anything with sugar in, you have to pay tax on it.
So like Sour Patch Kids and shit?
Yeah.
Is that like a medical system thing that was done because they know that the sugar fucks you up?
Oh, yeah, that's what they're trying to say, but they just wanted more money.
Oh.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But yeah, so let's say
they're doing it for you, but they're doing it to just make the bank bigger.
This is the government.
Absolutely.
We
as
care.
an example, right? Let's say you've got Diet Coke or Coke Zero, yeah, and that costs £1 for a 500ml bottle. If you want regular Coke, it's going to cost you £1.45 for a regular bottle of 500ml. Yeah.
Wow. Nobody talks about that. Like, why don't I've been to the UK so many times and nobody talks about that. That's crazy. And I didn't even notice it, and I drink a Coca-Cola once in a while. I bought Coca-Cola at some store, in the UK many times.
Absolutely nuts. Here you go. Have some tax, lads. We know you want it. Yeah, thank you very fucking much. But
always tax.
What would you say is like one of the biggest benefits from having a high tax code there? Like, what's the one thing that you guys benefit from that is there anything positive out of having such high taxes?
I don't think so. I mean, you could talk about the economy if you want to, and some people would say, yeah, we need that sort of money to maintain the economy because we're an island. But I mean, there's lots of discussions that would say otherwise.
You're saying an island because the goods have to come in either by ship or by flight, right?
Yeah. So they think that we need to maintain a strong economy. You need to be taxed, and obviously buying and negotiating of goods from abroad. You need to buy bigger bulk items, lower prices, all sorts of different things. I think when Britain was at its richest, and I'm sure I'm going to get a few messages on this. When Britain was we had the lowest tax when Britain was at its richest, because the less tax meant people had more money to spend, meant there was more money in the economy.
Yeah.
With tax, it takes the money out of the economy. I mean, we get taxed on savings, and you get taxed on everything. I mean, my fuel, right? Let's say if I put 1 liter. Oh, mate, the fuel is ridiculous tax. At one stage, we were paying 40-50 pence a litre about 20 years ago. We're now paying about £1.20 a litre. £1.20 a litre. Yeah,
we pay that up.
That winds up at like what, like $5-6 a gallon or something like that.
It's about that.
Four would be $4.80. So yeah, about $6 a gallon roughly. But out of that, I think it was about 46-47% of it was tax, fuel taxes and things like that. So we could take it down under £1 and still make money. Basically, it's crazy, absolutely crazy. But everything, we get taxed on everything, and all I can see, and I'm going to get political just for a second because they get on my tits so much, is that the government ends up bringing in more a-holes into a well-paid position. And I just see it as leeching, basically. I see a lot of them as leeches.
Yeah.
But that's my personal opinion. You know, everyone's entitled to their opinion. But I think we could do less with members in the House of Lords and the House of Commons, and I think they could have less money as well as public servants, a-holes. But anyway, yeah, I don't see much good coming out of it, I'm afraid, Christian. But, you know, we get national insurance, which covers our NHS system. We get income tax, we get council tax, you get fuel tax, car tax, you get taxed on everything, sugar, alcohol tax. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, and it makes complete sense what you're saying. The more tax you take out of people's wallet, the less they have to spend in the economy.
Yeah. So therefore, there's
and we
less
know
money.
what the government's going to do with the money once they take it. They make it disappear. They offer very little when they do, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I've heard of some, you know, people that needed medical attention in the UK, and some of them had good experiences, and then some of them said they didn't have a good experience. So
all depends on where you are.
Yeah, whether, you know, I don't know if there's a huge, to be honest with you, I think with medicine and specialists, maybe a somebody who's driven to make more money can become like, study more and become more of a specialist and keep studying because they think this is going to keep making me more money the more I study the specialty. Mm-hmm. But there's an argument to say, you know, where are the best doctors? You know,
exactly.
Because technically the system in America, the medical system was set up to be privatized. It's a privatized medical system. Now they started messing around with some like government policies, you know, and you could buy like government health insurance too. Mm-hmm. But technically, you know, you're still buying a health insurance. Maybe the government is making money and not saying anything about it also. Mm-hmm. You know, because it's not like they just opened up for anyone to have health insurance offered by the government. It's not really that. It's you still have to sign up and you still have to pay. Mm-hmm. And there might be profit behind it that we don't know about. They just don't tell us. They could tell us, no, you're paying just to equal out, you know, what services are given to other people and stuff like that also that can't afford it. Or you're paying more because somebody else can't afford it as much. So, mm-hmm. But for all we know, dude, they're raking in profits with it. And we don't know.
Absolutely. I mean, that makes perfect sense to me. You look right on the NHS. If they, I'm not 100% on the figures, but I do know they're very high. Paracetamol. If you want to get paracetamol on the NHS, it costs the NHS something like £20 a packet, right, for a packet of paracetamol. If you buy it from the supermarket, it costs 20 pence, right? And yet the NHS is paying this huge amount more. It's just I don't understand why people people at the top aren't fixing the problems that need to be fixed. Simple common sense, you know, is like you said. Are they making a profit from it? Are there people there? They're saying, right, well, we'll buy that for £20 a box, and we'll keep a bit of that money in our pocket for getting it. I don't know. You know.
Yeah, or they might even set the prices and then distribute the contract to a company that they could claim some kind of back payment and profit in. And then that's why they want to.
Exactly. Crazy.
Yeah, it's sketchy as hell, man. There's some tapes that exist of Nixon speaking about the setting up of the medical system in the US. And like him verbally saying, like, we can't do that because we need to make it about the companies, and the companies need to make money. And it's not about really making people more healthy. It's about setting up a system that could bring in profit and all this and all that. There's recordings of this out there.
Wow.
And it's crazy that we're still in the same system, you know?
Yeah.
Doctors for some procedures will charge, you know, an insurance company 3 times the amount. They say it's because the insurance companies don't pay all the time, but I don't know. I mean, like, we're this far into it. Somebody hasn't looked into this shit.
Seems strange, doesn't it? Very strange.
Yeah, no, it's insane.
It winds me up. A lot of things wind me up.
Like I remember there's a story of a guy. It was like some news. They interviewed him on the news. He had lost 2 fingers, and he didn't lose them, but he had severed 2 fingers from his hand. I think it was these 2, and this one was like 20 grand to sew back on, but for the thumb, it was double the amount just because it's a thumb.
What?
And I imagine because they know that the thumb is like one of the most important fingers on the hand.
Yeah.
Because what other fucking excuse would they have to charge double to sew back a thumb on your hand?
Because you can't do anything without a thumb, right?
It's like the most important finger. It technically is the most important finger on your hand.
Yeah.
Open the doorknob.
Right.
So
you can pull handles.
You might as well just
Trying
cut
to
your hand
carry
off and
stuff.
put a hook on there.
Yeah, exactly. You'd be better off.
Put a hook straight up.
Fucking
right. Damn it. If I'm losing my thumb, it's all coming off.
That's right.
All of it.
Take it all. Lob it off with the fucking elbow, and I'll get one of those fucking T2 arms.
Oh my God. I would kill for one of those arms.
Imagine when they set that shit up, like in a board meeting, like, this finger's not that important. Good rate on that one. Give him a good deal on that one. But the thumb.
Fuck the pinky. That's the garbage.
We got to charge him what it's worth on the thumb.
That's right. That's just fair market value today. That's it's pork bellies, frozen orange juice, and human thumbs. That's what the stock market should go for. 40 grand.
Fuck, man. Well, we're going on 3 hours, dude. Let's cut it off. Now we will set up a new one.
Same time, same place. Probably New Year's Eve. Maybe New Year's Eve.
Right.
Let's do it.
I had a blast hanging with you guys. Thank you, Sarah, for setting it up.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Nick, Sarah,
JB.
And
She was in here. So everybody that tuned in, you guys are crazy. You sat through for 3 hours of us just rambling. It was fucking fun. Great fun. We appreciate you guys for sure. We'll do it again. Sometime. I'll let you know.
More stupid shit next time.
There we
are. Yeah. I thought we had some reasonable questions.
All right, man. Thank you guys. And we'll see each other in a few days, man. Let's see what happens. Hopefully the world don't end.
Fingers crossed.
All right, fellas. Good night, man.
Good talk, guys.
Nice one, guys. Take care.
Take care.